you guys? How are you feeling? Maybe that is way too little for the music, I mean. I have issued the announcement for, yeah, the announcement. I'm excited for you guys to come and watch me debut my new model on the 14th of June. It's gonna be so incredible, and we're gonna have so much fun. And stream timings after that will probably also change, but all for good reasons. You know, I have so much to say, but I feel like I'm never gonna be able to finish saying the things I have to say. But in this case, I'm really, really excited to show my new model, new overlays, just lots of awesome things. Also, the fact that Trope Talk is definitely happening. And we're probably gonna have our first episode soon, hopefully. And I say soon. It can mean 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 5 business years. There's no limit to where we might take this soon. But I'm really excited to announce the fact that Trope Talks is definitely gonna be happening. Like, for sure. I really like the idea. I'm really looking forward to like exploring it with my friends and just inviting a bunch of people, whoever wants to come and join Trope Talks, because we can talk about tropes all day, every day. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. Hello. Yeah, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. I am so excited right now. Like, I don't even think I can explain how pumped I am. Because like I've been talking about Trope Talk to my friends for like the past like hour or so. Like an hour before this, actually. We were like literally just discussing, and we found like I gave some really good episode names, okay? Like, my friend was saying we should do one about like the baby girl trope, and I was like, then I'm gonna name the episode Are You Lost, Baby Girl? Because what else would you do if you don't call the baby girl episode Are You Lost, Baby Girl? Like, you see my point? Like, it's just so perfect. And then she was like, we should do a love triangle one as well. And then I was like, okay, listen to me. The love triangle one will be called it's love angle, not triangle. Why? Because usually it's like that, okay? And I'm so smart and I'm so good at this. Like, I'm so excited for 1, model debut, 2, Trope Talk, 3, music. Like, phew, take a deep breath, Mew, because you're like maybe getting a bit too excited. I mean, like right now, because a lot of stuff is gonna happen in the near future. It's not happening right now, but like I'm just so excited thinking about it that I can't stop thinking about it, that I get so excited that I've been thinking about it for a while now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I spent the better part of my morning today embroiled in drama, and then spent part of my... Absolutely. Are you having a bad day? Are you? But if you are not, that is good. But the better part of my morning was spent embroiled in drama on a different server where I'm a mod. And it was just so funny because we were like literally laughing about like it was messy, okay? We were the whole situation was kind of like, oh, that's so cute. That's so nice of you to say. But yeah, we were like having a furious discussion in the mod chat. We're like thinking what to do next and whether this makes sense or not. We're all collectively annoyed at the drama that is happening, and we're like, this is just... And then the thing is that the drama ended up ending in like the most like anticlimactic way ever, where the person who caused that drama, we were just like, okay, we're just gonna not engage anymore, because they just kept taking it further, and we're like, this thing is gonna escalate so fast, we should probably stop. And then we stopped and it was fine. But It was still hilarious. Like, objectively, we were all laughing more than we were annoyed, I think. But we were all still annoyed. Especially me. I started to deal with the drama first, so I was like the first responder, as one does need to be sometimes. And so like this person who said causing said drama like decided to gun on me instead of anyone else, and I was just already like, this is going terribly. um but like whatever, because like this drama needs to be solved in the first place. In the end, nothing really happened, nothing really came out of it, but at least I had an interesting morning. And then after that, I released the announcement for the okay, it was on a different server. So like I'm not gonna give all the details, but basically it was one person causing some problem, being kind of rude and stuff. So we were just like, uh, I'm also in this case I'm also a mod on that server. So like I was the first person to respond. It really just happened last night, but because like we take our sweet time deciding what to do, as you should, like make good decisions and conscious decisions and stuff. So we responded to it this morning, and it was just like it was not going well. In the end, we just sort of disengaged from the situation. We were like, we're just gonna whatever, ignore it, I suppose. And the only people that were annoyed were us, the mods, I suppose. But you know, okay, no, it was not us that were the only people annoyed. There was a lot of people who were annoyed because of it, but in the end, it was solved. And after that, I posted the announcement on Twitter, on Twitter and Discord. So that's exciting as well. Lots of exciting things happening today, like my debut announcement and the fact that Trope Talks is definitely. Unfortunately for you, that server is a tyranny. So if you defy the mods, you basically get kicked. So, but we're all very, very reasonable, rational people. But obviously you should have a limit. I cannot wait to show off Cat Mew as well. Like I'm so excited for this. I'm gonna be posting like pics of Cat Mew every single day leading up to the debut, and it's gonna be amazing. And I'm so excited to show it off. Like I cannot even like express how excited I am, because I was writing the announcement post yesterday night, and it was just not going well because it was like 1 in the morning while I was trying to write this announcement post, and I first thought I was gonna make like a short like video announcement, but then I was like, who the heck is gonna watch a goddamn video? So I ended up just making it a post, and I was gonna post a picture on Twitter with it, and I forgot to do that at the very end, even though I'd planned for it. Like it was such a cute picture too. Like it's an adorable picture, you guys. Like it should be a crime how cute that was. Seriously. But yeah, I absolutely cannot wait to show off Cat Mew. Like I'm gonna be aggressively showing her off for these 12 days before the debut happens. And when it does happen, which I'm so glad I picked a time that was kind of like accessible to most of the people I know are gonna show up. I'm so smart. Ha ha ha. Cat Mew in a jar? I don't know. A video gets more recommendations? Really? Okay, I'll post a video in like a few days then. I'll make a really nice video and then post it in a few days and put it on Reels and shit as well so that people can come and watch. But yeah, I'll be posting like a lot more promo tweets for this. I can't imagine. Like honestly, I'm really excited. I'm so excited that I've like exhausted my energy from the morning. Like the second that we started discussing Cat Mew's debut, which I decided was gonna be 14th like a few days ago, but I was just asking for some other advice. So yeah, it's been fantastic, actually. Cat Mew's debut is gonna go so smoothly. It's gonna be like butter. You guys understand? Like butter. But yeah, I'm really happy that I get to like. Well, okay, you know what? I should probably release like some of the lore. I'm gonna be releasing lore as well. Well, it's gonna be like paragraphs of lore, but it's still gonna be lore. Video can come in later. I don't care when the video comes in. Which, if you didn't know, there is a lore video, but me and my dearest friend Mimi, who's working on the video, are gonna take a long time to get it done because obviously. But yeah, I'm excited to. Yeah, okay, so the lore, which is fun to talk about. I love talking about my own lore. I'm probably only gonna release like 3 chapters of the lore. Well, the epilogue and the first 2 chapters, I imagine. But like, the lore is like a short, really short novella. It's going to be 10 like chapters in total. That's including the prologue. And so like the prologue and 9 chapters. So yes, and it's gonna be really, 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 really awesome. You know? I mean, I like most of it is written, but I'm waiting. I was gonna wait for the lore video before I release the first 3, the prologue and the first 2 chapters. But I think I might just do it right now because then I feel like it would make sense to other people why the cat model's coming before the human model. I'm excited to show you guys the lore as well. I'll read it out. Like, it'll be like a whole narration audiobook moment. It's really exciting to know, like it's really exciting to be able to do all of this. Like, I'm like actually really freaking excited, and it's not like I'm surprised or anything about the fact that I'm excited. It's just that like sometimes it catches me off guard. Oh yeah. I was a cat that turned human. The process, however, will surprise you. I'm not a cat girl though, okay? Like, to be clear, I'm not a cat girl. I'm a human. Kind of human person. Yes. If you don't laugh at my lore, well, some parts of it, I would be really disappointed because it's hilarious, and I would think that your sense of humor is skewed. Bad. Because the lore is goddamn hilarious. In the beginning, at least. But yeah, I'm really excited to show off my lore. Don't say it. I'm not a cat girl. Like, that for real. So I'm not a cat girl. I'm just a cat that turned into a human. Or, well, I didn't even know I was a cat that turned into a human. You know what I mean? It's confusing. So, it's alright. You can be confused. Duh. I am too. Girl cat. Yes. Sure? Wait, that doesn't make any sense either. But yeah. I think I'll probably release like the prologue and the... Wait a second. I should decide, right? Like, I should probably decide before I say anything. I haven't really decided. Okay, wait a second. Okay, I'm probably like the prologue and the first chapter. Because I think those 2 are the ones that like go into it the most. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe even up till chapter 2, actually. I think up till chapter 2 makes sense to me. Because that's basically... Or maybe just up till chapter 1. I'm not sure no more. But anyways, you know, like, it'll be really, really cool. It'll be really awesome. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited for people to see my lore because it's honestly, I put a lot of hard work into making sure like everything gets like added in the lore document. Yes, so like it's like a tiny novel. So we're obviously gonna do like I have to figure out what kind of like website I want to put it on because it cannot be on Google Docs, obviously. That's for my stuff, but like, you know what I mean? It just has to be more. Maybe I should make a card. Yeah, I should probably. Oh wait a second. It's only a card is a one-page site. I don't think I can make a one-page site. Huh. Maybe on like what is it called again? I forgot the name. Maybe you need a website. I definitely need a website, which I should probably at some point make one. Oh yeah, on WordPress. Maybe I could make the thing on WordPress so anyone can go and read it. But I also do think that like maybe WordPress isn't the hot take that I need. But ouch. I just bumped into my mic. Oh wait, I have okay, so remember how I have a scrape on my leg, right? And the pain hasn't gone away. It also apparently bled last night and I didn't realize because the band-aid was on, but when I opened the band-aid this morning, there was blood on it. So I was like, is this ever gonna heal? I have no idea, but it still hurts like quite terribly. Like if I touch near it's painful. So like I know that like I have my nerves are very close to my skin because I have very thin skin. So like I'm aware of the fact that I do feel like more like I feel pain more easily, but I also have a high pain tolerance. But like I don't know if this one is gonna like when is it gonna heal? I'm getting tired of having to tip around my outer thigh. No, it's okay, don't worry. Like it's just a scrape. Like it's not even like a deep cut. It's like literally a skin scrape that coincidentally bled. But I suppose that was expected considering I like dragged my thigh across the corner of the shelf thinking nothing would happen, but it scraped. But that was also an accident mostly. So, yeah. And then today I almost fell pretty badly like twice. It's probably not infected because it's not like red or angry. It's like healing up, but it's slow. I imagine that's also from the band-aid I put on it without any ointment. I just like slapped the band-aid on. I was like, this baby will do its thing. I forgot to put on ointment because it was late at night and I figured I found a band-aid after like looking everywhere because there were no band-aids. And I couldn't find the ointment. I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna put on a band-aid and live my life. I should have just put on the ointment. It would have been better. I'm probably gonna put on some like ointment today. Smart of me to finally put it on. Is that correct? But yeah, I was gonna disinfect it and then put on ointment after the stream because why would I do it right now? I've been laying in bed the whole time while waiting for stream to start. Like, it's okay, so coincidentally, actually I wasn't in bed while I was waiting for stream to start. I was like doing some work. But coincidentally, I accidentally left like my own stream on, like a previous one that was just playing in the background. And I was like, why does this sound like something I said? And I look on YouTube where it like accidentally started apparently. And I was like, that's me. What have I done? Look, I'm serious, it's just a scrape, and it doesn't even hurt that much right now, and it's healing fine. So do not worry. I will be disinfecting it after I've aired it out because I just took out the band-aid like 30 minutes ago. So I'm definitely not doing it right now. It's not because I'm lazy or anything. It's because, yeah, yeah. In the end, I don't want to do it right now. What is this? This is the worst I mean, like, this is honestly, that would manipulate me. Frankly, I would go and do it, but I honestly don't want to go and find the things that are necessary for this operation. Operation as in not the medical one, but like the, you have to do something, so you're just gonna call it operation. Like Operation Grenade or Operation Labelle. I don't even know if that's the name of an actual operation, but I'm just like listing random things at this point. You know? Yeah, but I had my stream on and I didn't realize it for a good like 10 minutes until I finally was like, wait, that that sounds familiar. Huh, wonder why. And then I was like, it's my voice. That's me. I felt really stupid for that moment. I was like, huh? And then I was like, okay, maybe I can actually edit my own streams because I'm not unbearable when editing. If I can listen to myself chatter for 10 minutes straight, it's fine, it's fine. That's not hard at all. Oh my god. Now I feel bad. Now I feel like I should go and take care of my scrape situation. I love alliteration. Best thing ever. Alliteration is godly. Alliteration is I was thinking of a specific word, but now I don't remember it. Da, 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 da. I'm really I just really want to talk about trope talk, okay? Like I don't want to spoil the surprises for everyone because obviously I want to have surprises for everyone. But now I want to talk about it. And I want to spoil everything. Like I want to tell you guys what I've been thinking and what I'm planning and how this is going to proceed, but I also am like, what if I tell you guys everything? Are you guys going to still be excited about it? Like it's so exciting. It's so fun. It's like so good. So smart. I am so smart. God damn you. Okay, so like, okay, I'm just gonna start talking because no one can stop me, and at this point, I'm too excited to stop talking about trope talk because I already have so many plans for it. Like, it should be slightly scary, but it's not because I thought about it as I think I was talking about it last week. Like I literally thought of this idea last week, and I'm already like, it's definitely gonna happen. Like 100%. This is just so much good content for my soul. But I was thinking like 30 to 45 minute like stream episodes. So like it would be on stream and we do it all of the thing, everything like on stream, and then like I can give the edited version like 10 to 15 minutes maximum because I bet people don't watch more than that because I don't watch more than that most of the time unless I'm like, you know, in a mood or something and I need something in the background while I do other things, then like I can watch something that's like slightly more longer, so it would like just occupy one space of my brain, one space in my brain. But yeah, I was thinking like I would like introduce the trope that we're talking about, plus like I just thought of such fun names. Like if we do baby girl, like I mentioned in the beginning, if we do like a baby girl trope, I'm going to name that episode Are you lost, baby girl? No one can take that away from me. No one, absolutely no one can take that away from me because that is hilarious and objectively would be the best start to a trope talk about baby girl tropes. Like, it's so good. Like, yeah, for the edited version that's not in like on the stream itself. So like the stream as in like the live version of it would be like 30 to 45 minutes maximum. It could probably be stretched to as an hour, but the video for like the video of it, like the edited version that I would like post again would be somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes maximum, because I don't think anything more than that would be like anything more than that would be not to say it won't be relevant, but I don't think anything more than that would be necessary. Like 10 to 15 minutes is a long time anyways, because you know, like how much you can probably take away a lot of the awkward pauses and like the random like unnecessary talk that you have that's not related to tropes, I mean. But you know, I would imagine that it would all fit in between 10 to 15 minutes. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. The only things I need is the logo for the thing, a background, and guests, which I already thought of asking my friends to come and talk about tropes with me for the first few episodes before I start inviting other people, or like, you know, I'll do a few episodes by myself obviously, but like I would love to invite more people to come and talk and like be like, this is the kind of trope that I hate, and like they can tell me, and we could do like some question answer stuff like about this trope, what do you think, like some like pre-prepared questions that they would also know, and like in the beginning it would be an introduction of the show itself and like the trope that we're talking about, and also why we chose the name of the episode as is, because I think those ones are good. Like if you explain why you chose the name of the episode, because if we're doing a trope talk episode about baby girl tropes, I am, as I said before, I am totally 100% going to be using the name Are You Lost, Baby Girl, and the only reason is because of that stupid movie 365 Days, and if you haven't watched it, don't watch it, because I assure you it's terrible. It's horrible. That movie's lines haunt me, especially this one, Are You Lost, Baby Girl? Forever has that line. Is that line going to be like the one thing I make fun of if I ever hear someone say the word baby girl? I'm just gonna be like, Are you lost, baby girl? Because it's freaking hilarious as the name of an episode, but also the line is objectively hilarious, and also it's funny to make fun of. Then when I introduce it, I'm gonna be like, don't watch this movie because it's like actually horrible. But you know, it's up to you, your discretion. That movie is terrible, but like it actually is bad. It's like, my friend just described it today as a bad music video porno, which is accurate, actually. She's right. That's exactly what it is. And yes, I am proud of thinking of funny names like this. You know? It's just so smart of me. Like, I just love the fact that my brain comes up with these funny things that will be 100% more funny when you talk about it with other people and when you tell other people. But I still haven't decided. I'm like thinking around one episode every 2 weeks. So like, you know, fortnightly. I forgot the word. Fortnite is once in 2 weeks, right? And not once in 2 months. Because I'm pretty sure it's once in 2 weeks. Wait a second. How can I forget? This is like... Wait a second. I'm gonna look it up. Fortnightly. Yes. Happening or produced every 2 weeks. Yes, fortnightly. So it would be like in my head it would be like every 2 weeks, because I think every week is a bit much to like handle workload wise, but every 2 weeks would be just right as one does, because like every month is too little, every week is too much, every 3 weeks is already weird, but every 2 weeks is good. So good. You see, that would be 26 episodes in a year, which is quite a lot of episodes for a talk show, you know? I'm just so excited for this. Like, I cannot wait to one, have my friends on this talk show with me, because they're just like so good at this stuff. Like, I'm talking about like they're really good at discussions. Plus, like, if we already decide what we're gonna talk about from like before, because it has to be like that. The format can't be anything else, because like springing it up on someone would probably make them uncomfortable instead of like enjoy the process and the fact that they can talk about something that they're passionate about, like books. I probably will also like do just the audio and put it in a podcast. Like, kind of. Think podcast, but yeah, it's kind of just like a podcast, I suppose. Wait, is it though? I mean, I would consider it a talk show, but also a podcast, because I'm pretty sure you can still like listen to it as a podcast, and you know, you can also watch the videos on YouTube. It's really up to what kind of format you prefer. But obviously the podcast would be released after the YouTube video would be. So like there would be a period of delay. And I would prefer to watch it when it happens. Because the 30 to 45 minutes of like unfiltered whatever is going on, and the video is going to be edited, and the podcast obviously is going to be also edited. 45 minutes of a podcast sounds like my personal nightmare. But yeah, since I have like the tiniest bit of experience making podcasts as well, I think it would be good to have this on like a podcast format as well. But just it would be highly like way more like, you know, it would be like probably the videos audio taken out to put in a podcast. That's it. So the edited video would probably be in the podcast format instead of the whole stream would being in a podcast, in a podcast episode. The names would be the same. You'd probably be able to access all of them anyways, but I would really, really, really like for people to just come and join the streams instead, because I think the streams would be more fun, because there's also the audience interaction section that you would be participating in. So if anyone has questions at that moment and you want to like, you know, spring up some stupid like opinions on us, you would be able to do that. Obviously on the stream, not on the podcast or the video. Which is why I like the idea so much, because it's like, I don't know if you've heard of like Vox's Under the Table, which is like, it's more of an interview, but like I guess this is kind of also picking someone's brain, but in a different format itself. We're not really picking their brain about their own like ideas. No, like I mean like their own work, but like we're just talking about things that already exist. I think everyone likes some amount of viewer interaction, especially if it's like in a live format. So if it's gonna be a live stream, I'm sure people would wanna, you know, come and talk and enjoy themselves, as well as like being able to listen to what the other people are talking about. So one of my friends is an author, and I was like, I literally told her like, you should come to this whenever it happens, and she didn't reply to it at that point, but I imagine like she would probably say yes as long as we schedule it properly. But she is wonderful to talk to, because she has like some of the most fun people energy that you can ever imagine. And she's just so fantastic at it. Like, you know, like when she talks about tropes, her perspective as an author also counts, I think. Like in this case, she'd be able to give like a different perspective, because me, I would just be like somebody who's like a consumer. So I am a viewer, I'm like an audience member in this case. So if I'm playing a game, I'm like the consumer perspective. But like if you think about it, I can invite any number of guests, like anyone from any sort of like place could come in and like join the thing, and they could like have fun with it, because like you could have game devs and screenwriters, authors, publishers, editors, all sorts of people. Like, it would be really nice to have that kind of interesting perspective, because I'm just talking about in the perspective of someone who's consuming the media and not somebody who's making it. So I'm sure that they have like different things that they think about when they're thinking about, like, the love at first sight trope or the love triangles trope. I mean, I think you also count in the author section then. I mean, even if you're not officially published, as long as you've written something that is supposed to be a book, I think you count. But yeah, my author friend is hilarious. That's mostly why I want to call her. She says the funniest things in the most like the normalest, unhinged way possible, and she's amazing. I just love her so much. It's another case of Mew simps for this person, has always simped for this person, and she's not afraid of showing it. I would advertise her book right now, but I don't think it's to everyone's taste, because it's like 18 plus smutty BL. So if you're into that, you're probably gonna end up knowing about this book at some point soon. I can't stop talking about it in the first place, so like I just love her so much. She's great. She has the funniest ideas about the funniest kinds of books, and like, I don't know, it's also that's also part of the reason why I like love being her friend, is because she's so understanding and so nice about everything, and she gives really good advice. But yeah, I mean, if smutty 18 plus BL is your cup of tea, then I implore you to read the book that I would recommend if you said you wanted to read 18 plus smutty BL. But yeah, I'm so glad that this is something I came up with. Like, but this already exists. Like, Overly Sarcastic Production made like an already made video version of it. Like, it's like the kind I've seen some of them before, but I think they're of a different category of like, you never met a book you couldn't buy. Well, it's called Quick Transmigration, Is It Better to Be a Beta? If you're interested in reading it, it's on web novel for free, so go ahead, knock your socks off, It's a really good book. It's really well written, and it's funny, and the main character is super relatable to crazy people. Yeah, as a disclaimer, to crazy people, it's true, because everyone on that who reads that book and enjoys listening to the main character say weird things on some level is crazy. So there's nothing wrong with being crazy, you guys. But yeah, I'm really, really, really excited to have trope talk be an actual thing. I can't wait to develop it. Like, it's probably gonna take me like the next 2 weeks to figure out everything, but I am so ready for this. Like, I'm like actually really excited, and I can't wait for like this to like like actually start. And once it starts, I'm sure that it's gonna be like such a freaking hit. Like, I want to invite a lot of people, like anyone who reads, obviously, but like anyone. If you watch TV shows, if you watch movies, if you play games, I'm sure you're including in the conversation of tropes, because all of those, like any kind of media, will have like tropes that is being that are being used. So yeah, I am very excited, as one can see. I'm just so happy. But yeah, I'm actually really proud of myself, because like, although I knew that I would probably end up with some kind of idea where there would be like something similar to Trope Talk, but I didn't realize that it would happen this very fast, and that I would be that set on doing this instead of any other thing, because it like combines my love for, yeah, it's long, it's very long, it's not complete, and it's probably never gonna be complete, but you get to have a very funny author and all of her funny fans, okay? If you read this book, which I mean, you obviously should, it's hilarious. Um Like not even for the smut. Like I don't even care about the smut as much as I do care about the book itself because it's like brilliant. I love the cutie mechanics and like all the stuff that she's used and all the tropes that she uses in like the most unique way that like only Blue can do. I just love Blue actually. I don't even think the book did introduce me to her, but we became quite fast friends. Yeah. But yeah, it's great. It's great. Blue is great. Blue is great. Great. But yes. I very much I very much want Blue to come on Trope Talk. And I feel like it's not like a want, but it's a need. I feel like if she came on Trope Talk, it would definitely like regardless of whether she comes on a Trope Talk or not, because I'm sure I can convince her to join if she has the time and schedule something but it's convenient for her, because I just really want her to show up, you know. Like I just am really happy that one I thought of this idea, even though like it already kind of exists. Overly Sarcastic Productions has like a video series on tropes, which is also called Trope Talk. So but it's of a different format. It's more scripted. It's more like educational than anything else. Like, oh, this is what this trope means and what we're talking about. But we're probably going to be talking about our pet peeves in that trope and what we think about the tropes, the said trope that's used in the media that we like. So like I would probably like started with like giving an explanation of what the trope is and then talking about where it's used commonly that probably most people would be able to identify. And then like we start talking about what we think about the trope itself and what we like about the trope, or where it's used in a way that we like and where it's used in a way that we disliked, the way that we like really didn't enjoy reading that trope as much as we like it. Like I just think it's such a good idea. I don't want to let go of it and I want to make something out of it, and I want to invite all the people I love to Tropedia. I don't think so. Wait, I'm gonna look it up. Oh. Oh. Wow, wow, wow. It's all about tropes. This is so cool. Amazing. This is great. This is great. Yes, I'm saving this site. Haha. So much for having resources, right? Like, I really thought I would have to build this from the ground up, but I'm wrong. The internet has mostly everything. Yeah, it's good. I'm sure it'll help me a lot too, because I'm excited to be able to think of funny episode names that would like invite people in to come and watch. But more than that, I'm excited to just discuss tropes with my friends, really, because like we talk a lot about books and media and all of that stuff, but like I don't think we've ever done like I don't think that we'll ever have like such a formal discussion. Like it's obviously still informal in most ways, but like having like pre-prepared questions and some like other gimmicky things that come with like being on a talk show, or like having sort of a podcast style discussion that's not like pre-prompted by nothing, because there's obviously like some amount of like, oh, we're thinking we want to say stuff like this, or like we want to talk about this specifically, because in like a normal conversation we have the tendency to like just go into other topics at the same time. Like we can have 5 conversations in different like channels and they're all different conversations. So I think like having to limit yourself to just one topic for like a period of time is probably gonna be a little bit difficult for all of us, but I'm excited to just be able to explore like these kind of conversations with my friends, and obviously anyone who wants to I haven't even decided on what kind of background I want for this, because obviously it's gonna be held like on stream, so it's not gonna be like IRL. So we're gonna have to like decide what kind of background we want and like add that and like all of this fun extra stuff. I don't know. I'm just like really, really, really excited, and I haven't even thought about like everything. Like I haven't thought about how I want the logo to look because I'm probably gonna develop it myself. But like I don't. I'm just so excited for the fact that like it's ready, like it's happening, and it's like I don't know. Like I just decided to push it like really up my. Mm. I think like your idea is good. I think like having resources available to me is definitely super helpful because like if you need to research, you should use the internet, use as many like avenues of information as possible. So yes, if I need help and if I need help researching, I'm going to ask you shamelessly, as one does. I also think as like I'm not even gonna call myself a VTuber because I'm technically, if I do this, I'm also a YouTuber. But anyway, since I'm streaming on YouTube, I would still be considered a YouTuber. But like in a YouTuber sense, like this is one of those things that you would do. There's like a very long time project that you know is gonna still happen 4 years into the future. That is if you wanna keep going with it that long. But like it's obviously not a project that's gonna end like in 2 days or in 2 months. You know, it's like a very I looked into the future kind of project. Like I know that this is gonna do well because it just makes sense. Plus, I'm sure a lot of people want to come and talk about tropes with me. Anyone who reads, anyone who watches shows, anyone like anime and anything actually. Anything that requires you to use tropes or like has tropes in it. So literature, obviously, fan fiction, absolutely. Books, movies, TV shows, games, anime, like plays, anything. And it's amazing the fact that you can explore tropes in so many different formats, in so many different like forms of media, in so many different like conversations to have about one trope. Like we can have episode 1 of baby girl trope, but like it's only in movies, and then you can have episode 2 of baby girl tropes, which is like in books, and episode 3 of baby girl tropes that is kind of like in manga and anime. Like exactly every piece of entertainment media has tropes. And so the conversation probably has too many like threads to explore, but that's also a good thing because that means it has a lot of like places to go. Like obviously the tropes that we can talk about are kind of endless, there's always tropes upon tropes upon tropes of tropes. And so like it's more like, when are you gonna start talking and when are you gonna stop talking? Because yeah, like this could probably go on for a very long time. And it's probably like going to go on for a very long time. But I'm more excited about the fact that one, I get to do this, and it's gonna be so incredible and fantastic to be able to do this. And I'm sure like obviously the production value isn't gonna be super crazy right now. But I imagine as it like progresses and becomes bigger, it's gonna get better as well. And the more experience I have for something like this, the more I can contribute to my own development as a VTuber, as a YouTuber, whatever you want to say. But yeah, I'm just really happy that this exists for me. And that I just decided to grab onto it. It's like I try to live by like the simple rule of like I don't want to regret anything when I die. Like, I don't want to be on my deathbed and be like, oh, I wish I did that, I wish I did this, because, like, there's no point because it's all in the past. But that means, like, I must live like I'm going to die today, but I'm still gonna live tomorrow, Does that make any sense? Because to me it does, but I don't know if it makes any sense for other people. Yeah, I am a PNG tuber streamer currently. But I don't think it counts in the first place. Like, I just think if you're on YouTube and you're doing anything on YouTube as like a creator, you're just a YouTuber. And that's a very broad category of things, but it works. Plus, like, putting myself came into such a deep convo. Hi, Lore. Yeah, you came in at a good time. I'm excited. Lore is one of the people I want to have on Trope Talks. She's amazing. She's so funny. And she also reads as crazy amount as I do. So yeah, Lorlor is one of those people I would totally invite like multiple times because she just makes sense, you know. But yeah, I don't want to wake up 2 years in the future and be like, oh, why didn't I do this? You know, this idea was so good, why didn't I do it? Because like I want to be like 2 years later, I want to be like I'm still doing it. That's how cool this is. Lorlor is such a cute person. I love Lorlor. In this case, the context is the Lorlor is also my friend and not just my fan. Actually, she's my friend before she is my fan. So, it makes sense. Don't worry about it. You know, that is an interesting way to live indeed. And I respect you for it because oh no, the good thing about this one is that it was memorable enough for me to remember, and then I wrote it down finally. So I was like, this is definitely happening. Once I write shit down, it's definitely happening. You know, like that's what happened for me becoming a YouTuber in the first place. Like I wrote it down and I was like, this is definitely happening. Spite is a good way to fuel yourself indeed. You know? Spite is a good way to live. So, I respect you for living in spite. It is just I have like terrible memory. I mean, not like terrible. I can remember things, but they're just so scrambled. My memories are not to be trusted. So, that's why I write things down, especially if they're important. Like if I like sing a song that I wrote, like I didn't write down, that means it's never gonna happen. Like that song is never gonna come back. It's just gonna stay as this ephemeral piece of music that I created in the moment and it's gone now because I will not be able to remember it. But guess what? The good thing about writing things down is like music, like writing down lyrics, is that if I write down the lyrics, I usually remember the melody that I wanted to use and it works out. I was writing rap the other night. Like, I was really fired up after watching Amber Amane's debut, and then watching Daisy Dokuro's, and then watching Jelly Hoshiomi's. Like, I watched all of them the same night after I said I was gonna go to sleep. And I didn't sleep because I was so filled with energy after watching their debuts that I ended up I was like, I need to do something. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write music. And like, I started writing rap. Now, I'm not good at rap. I'm not good at rapping. Like, I'm worse than average. You know, like, slightly worse than average. But apparently, I write decent rap because the verses made sense, you know? I was also surprised. I was like, why am I suddenly writing rap? Like, this is unexpected. What's gone wrong? But then I was also like, this is great because, like, writing rap means I'm actually gonna be like singing rap, which I'm supposed to get my new musical keyboard. I mean, how low is the average? Because in my opinion, anyone who sings has like a decent grasp on rapping already. But like the thing is, if it's not a rap that I've heard like for like a very long time, it's hard for me to remember the rap, like the words of the rap itself, and to remember like the rhythm, because I'm like, you know, like the love the way you lie rap. I can't tell you what it really is, I can only tell you what it feels like. I can do that rap because I've heard it so many times that it's not hard. But if it's a new rap, think Idol, I haven't yet processed enough that I can rap it comfortably. I would just be like, I am nervous. I don't think I'm in the, I mean, okay, then I guess I am pretty okay then. If the bar is so low, then I'm pretty alright. Not bad. Pretty alright, as one must say. But yeah, I'm so glad that one, I think of great ideas. Two, that I write them down. Three, that I'm brilliant at coming up with things and making sure that they go through. If I don't say it enough, it's not gonna happen. I mean, if I don't say it enough, if I don't say it, it won't happen. But if I say it, it's definitely gonna happen. So I said it, you guys. It's definitely gonna happen. I don't say things I don't mean, you know? No, wait. I do sometimes say things I don't mean, but I try not to say things I don't mean. You know, you can't avoid responsibility for your words. So now I can't back down. This was a trap I set for myself. I talk about something and then I have to do it. It's like fine wine. Why? Why? That sounds like bad wine. A bad rap is actually kind of really hard to listen to because like when it's like rhythmic and it's good rap, like it's well performed, you can like vibe with it. But bad rap just makes you wanna, you know, take it out of your ears, you know? Screw your ears out. But yeah, I'm really excited to do this. I'm just really excited all the time, actually. I think part of the reason of like a lot of my excitement is also because of the fact that like when I'm like looking forward to something, it's hard to not be excited about it. Like I really am looking forward to watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Part 2. but but I don't think it's gonna be this week. I told my sister we should go on like Saturday or something, and then she was like no, and I was like yeah, that's true. I probably can't go on Saturday because one, the tickets are gonna be heinously expensive, and two, I won't be able to drink Thumbs Up, which will be the, you know, the saddest thing ever. Okay, not the saddest thing ever, but definitely inconvenient. But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it next week. And then I will try to give you guys spoilers. Well, I'll be like spoiler alert and then give you guys spoilers. And it's your choice if you choose to listen to it or not. If you're smart, you would not listen to it. Because you're gonna watch the movie yourself. And if you don't care about watching the movie, well, that's up to you, dude. You know? That's up to you. Good on you. Small. When you were small, you had rap battles? Wow, that's so adorable, honestly. I don't think I've ever had a rap battle. Like, yeah, I don't think I've ever had a rap battle. Like, that sounds fun though, you know? I have to say, I think that is, yes, rap battle. At some point in my life, I have to go and like try to do a rap battle. That's so sad. My mom still drops me everywhere because I still don't know how to drive. Because I refuse to attend the stupid classes because the stupid person won't pick up my stupid phone. And I said stupid so many times, but I actually mean it. So like the person who's teaching me or like the instructor or whatever doesn't pick up my calls. So like I called to confirm, hey, we're having like a class at X, you know, AM in, like today, right? And like guy doesn't pick up his phone, doesn't answer messages. But like, you know what the funny thing is? Whenever my mom calls him, he'll pick up magically. And I'm like, have you blocked me or something? Like, you don't pick up my calls, you don't pick up like my. I feel like a weird ex-girlfriend. I'm not even gonna lie. And after a point in time, I just gave up. I was like, this is just not gonna work out. I can forget about it. Probably has me blocked, and if he does, I'm going to be the worst person to be around because like he doesn't even teach well. The worst thing is, right, he doesn't even teach well. I thought he taught well because he was like decently rated or whatever, but he doesn't teach well, and it was just like confusing and annoying, and I was just like, okay, this is not going well at all. I started those classes last year, okay, and they're supposed to end in a month. I am not gonna be vandalizing anyone else's property. Also, that could definitely land me in jail. I'm over the age of 18 now. Like, I would have to take legal responsibility, you guys. I don't think you guys should encourage me to commit crimes, okay? Even if it's petty and it feels good, but I don't think I should get that kind of encouragement, because then I would totally do it. Actually, I wouldn't. I'm very I want to be a good citizen. Don't give me advice. This is not good. This is not good. Dang. Yeah, you don't know the law. Also, I don't know if it's legal or not to do that, but I imagine it's illegal because it's destruction of property. So if somebody did it, that's definitely kind of illegal. So, yeah, I wouldn't end well. That's what I mean. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't be like a really bad like punishment or like fine or whatever, but like why would I want to do it in the first place if I'm going to get punished for it? Like, what's the point anymore? I'm going to do it but without any punishment. Like, obviously, but I don't think they would get me on film. But I also don't want to do something like this because it would probably get me in trouble, and I'm scared of trouble, okay? It would be incredibly, incredibly stupid to do that. I think. We fight the power, you question. I mean, I'm all for anarchy, you see. I'm all for anarchy, but not in this way. But not in this way. And he's not really powerful or like authoritative. He's just, for some reason, blocked me. Which doesn't make sense. Like, I'm like, I just want to finish those classes and get done with this stupid, like, driving instruction. Because I just want to get my license and get it over with. Because I'm getting tired of not, like, getting my license at this point. Because you can't get a license unless you do, like, a certain amount of driving lessons. So, it's going great, you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna try to call him again today. I want to get it over with. Like, I'm seriously getting annoyed. Like, I think I only have like 10 sessions of half an hour left. And if I can convince him to just do it in like a week and a half, like, I will be done with it. Then I can give my tests and then I can get my license. And I can drive myself around town even though I don't go out at all. Like, I think on Tuesday was the time I went out for like such a long period of time, like from 1 p.m. to like 9 p.m. It was after so long that I'd gone out for that long. Like, I left my house, got dressed to leave my house for like to go out to do something that I haven't done in a few days. Like, I was thinking about it. I was like, I want to go to the zoo because it feels like it's time for me to step out of my house and like do other things, you know, like really like take it one step into the light or whatever, you know, like get out of my like not comfort zone, because I don't have one, frankly. I'm okay with discomfort. It's not like I'm uncomfortable going outside. I just haven't had the interest. But then I was like, I want to go to the library, I want to go to the zoo, I want to go to the museum. And then I was like, it's too hot, I'm gonna do it, but like when? But the library, the biggest library in my city is really close to my house, like a 10-minute, 15-minute walk. So I could totally just go there walking. And the only reason I'm not going is because, one, the library is huge. Like, it's huge. It's one of the biggest libraries in my country, I think. And so I'm like, should I even go in to the library? Because I have no idea what's going on there, you know? And I was like, but then I was like, I really want to go to the library because they have an impressive collection, I imagine, because it's one of the biggest libraries in the like in my country, not in the world. I was just gonna say in the world, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Wait, let me check it. Is this doxing myself? Probably. Biggest libraries in the world. British New York Library of Congress, Library of China, New York Public Library. Okay, so I don't think this one is on the list. But it might be the biggest library in my country. I think so. I'm pretty sure it is. Huh. Yep, it is. It is the biggest library in my country. I knew it. I'm so smart. I feel like I was like low-key confused for a second because I was like, it's definitely not one of the biggest libraries in the world, but it's definitely one of the biggest libraries in my country. But the good thing is it's so close to my house, I can go in there anytime. And the only reason I want to do that is because it's such a huge library and I love libraries, you know? I adore them, like absolutely adore libraries. I do too. Like I think the fact that the Library of Alexandria, I just hiccuped, I'm sorry. The Library of Alexandria was like lost in the way that it was. I just think it sucks. Like it's like one of those hard-hitting things. Like if someone wanted to really hurt a nation, it would be the best to hit the knowledge centers because that would mean an immediate and devastating loss of important cultural and physical knowledge resource. You could have saved him. You could have saved him. Who? Saved who? Now then, I would like to know. I should do a stream where I do some voice acting because I've been planning that for a while, but I just never get around to it because I'm like, what would I even voice act? You could have saved the library. I'm sure you could have. I believe in you. I mean, honestly, like hitting the knowledge center of a whole region, like hits it so hard, like it like sends it back in time almost. Like you can literally devastate a whole like like a whole region of the world by taking away the knowledge that they have and like sending the whole region back 20, 30, 40 years, maybe even a century if that's, you know, it's a lot of knowledge contained in that one place where they keep their knowledge, the library, I mean. And that sucks. So I'm worried, you know, if aliens were to come and try to kill us, the best things they could do would be one, get rid of the internet. I feel like I'm giving people ideas. Don't listen to my ideas. I'm smart, but like, don't. Is to get rid of the internet, one, because it's one of the easiest like places to, one, disseminate information and get knowledge, and two, get rid of the schools and libraries and colleges, you know? And that's like an immediate hit on. Yeah, but like you see, the thing with libraries is at that point of time, those libraries would have also contained essential information about how to create better, like, you know, how to better for agriculture and stuff. So like agricultural knowledge and how to purify water. So like if the libraries hit the and this like knowledge doesn't get recorded down again, then that means like it's gonna die out with a group of people who know about it. And at the age that, like, at the point of time that we are in, that like most people have like pretty bad attention spans and memory, like if they hit like those places where people who have lots of knowledge and people store knowledge, it would like immediately devastate the rest of the world, because I'm sure like the common man doesn't know about how to cultivate the best crops, you know. No, they wrote it down. That's why the library was a problem. That's why when they burnt the library down, it was the issue. Wait, I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about if somebody wanted to, like, if aliens came to our planet and tried to kill, like, you know, try to get rid of us, the best things that they could do would be to get rid of the internet and, like, get rid of all of the places where knowledge is kept gathered, etc. So, like, colleges, schools, libraries. Because it would immediately devastate the rest of the population, because we as a population are like it's okay, I understood that after you were like this, there was no printing at that time. But like, yeah, most of the knowledge was passed like, you know, mouth to mouth. But after a point in time, they would start writing it down because it was like better. But yeah, it would just devastate our world if we like, if they took away the internet. Anarchy, immediate unrest, chaos, absolute craziness. Take away the libraries where people can get information, get entertainment, get like shelter. Take away the schools and colleges. Gone. We're gone. Like aliens eat us. Well, to be fair, I don't think I care that much either. I just think it's funny. Like, if we really think about it, it's too easy for us as a species to be taken care of. I mean, like, taken care of, you know? To take us out, yeah. Just so too easy, honestly. The common man doesn't know about like the best ways to raise crops, the ways to purify water. If you don't have the convenience that like modern devices offer to us, it'll be like exponentially harder for us to live. The same like logic applies in like apocalyptic situations. If there was a zombie apocalypse, we would crumble so fast. And the part of it is also because like there's a high chance that a lot of the people who become zombies are the ones who are affected by the conquest of Caesar. Are you reading about it? I do love reading about history. Maybe we should just do like streams where I discuss a lot of history. After I read up on it, obviously. I don't know a lot about everything, but I know little bit about a lot of things. Which is, I don't know which one is better. I know a little bit about a lot of things. But yeah. I love history too. History is great. I love history. The reason why I took history in grade 11 and 12, and I was even like planning to be an archaeologist if I couldn't do music. But that didn't end up happening in the first place because I realized like I still wanted to do music, and even though I really would love to be an archaeologist, like music is my true calling. But yeah, I just really love history. I think it's one of those like, it's one of those things that I enjoy one reading about too. Like, you can do history tropes. Yeah, we can. I think that's included in trope talk. We can totally do tropes in history as well. I think that counts. I think that counts. I like talking about things. I don't know why, but I think people find it like quite a surprise if like somebody who like is literally technically an anime girl, but I'm not technically an anime girl. Am I? I don't have the classic anime face, okay? Or do I? Okay, well that's not even what I was thinking of. But yeah, I don't know, there's like a lot of VTubers that sort of feed into like the thing of the expectation of that VTubers know nothing. Like they're just doing this because they don't know anything about anything. But actually this is a kind of like job, so to speak, that you would need a lot of information about like content creation and marketing and self-sufficiency for, because there's no way if you know nothing you're gonna be able to do this. You would have to have a decent amount of emotional like experience, like how to actually like act in front of other people. If you know nothing, you definitely can't do that. But there are some like people in this space who sort of believe that it's better to give like the kind of like, I'm an airhead, doesn't know anything, the only thing I can do is play games, which I think is like really reductive to the rest of the people who actually do want to talk about intellectual stuff. Like, even if it's not intellectual stuff, they can talk about brain dead stuff in an intellectual way. But like, if you keep giving us everyone a bad reputation, as in like we have no interest in talking about anything about history or geography or any of that, like it's just gonna be, oh, ooga booga. It's so funny to me, like that happens and I see it happen and I'm just like, okay, it's disappointing, but it's also like, I get it, but also why do you want to feed into the stereotype? I get it though. Like you, it's fairly hard to think about content. Like it's a different kind of like job itself. Like you can't compare it to like a conventional job, a 9 to 5, as one must. Because there was like this whole like a lot of drama between a content creator and influencer who said like, oh, being an influencer is harder than having a 9 to 5 job, and then everyone sort of tore into her. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people who end up like starting to do these kind of things are like shy. There's like the biggest thing I've seen online, especially on the in the VTuber community, is that half of these people are just like, I'm so shy, but like not in the way that like it's okay for you to like try and like step out of your comfort zone in this case, but like they're like, oh, I'm shy, so I can't talk to anyone, I can't do anything, I can't even speak on streams. And I'm like, okay, listen, I think you have the wrong job then. Because this is a lot of the content creation spaces also about interacting with people. I don't know why. Okay, it's a different kind of job in itself. You're expecting different things out of the people who become an influencer. Like, it's not the same as having a generic job. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same as like being a corporate employee or having a teaching job or any of those things. Actually, it's quite very much different, and I'm sure like most of the people who do this kind of work where they're an influencer and their main job is content creation, whatever space of content creation it may be, they understand that a lot of their like the rules of this job are different to the other one. Like there's no expected like this is the amount that you have to work and this is the amount that you have to put in. It's like quite very much I probably have to work like a lot more, but it's also I get so much free stuff, I get so many perks that it's also like very beneficial to me. Exactly, like every job is gonna be difficult in its own way. The more you can be passionate about it, the more you can make it easier for yourself, the better it is for you. But like you can't go around comparing two jobs. Like you can't say being a librarian isn't hard and being like an underwear model isn't hard, because everything is hard in its own capacity. So like it doesn't make sense for you to suddenly be like, okay, you don't have a hard job, I have a hard job. Is that the way that people say like like some things are agreed upon. Being a doctor is hard, you have to study for a very long time, you have to put in a lot of hard work, and you have to deal with a lot of difficult people all the time. And the same like logic, being a lawyer is also hard, because you have to study for a really long time and you have to like deal with a different group of people every single time, and the way that the job applies to you is different. But you can't compare those jobs to like other jobs, because they are in their own category of things that like you're doing a service to the people. Yeah, some people are really insecure about what they do, and I think like the worst part about being in a content creation space is a lot of people take it as a sign that it's okay to go and put other people down as a way to like lift themselves up. Like like it's a question of, is it appropriate to like insult other people and bring down other people to like put yourself above them? Because in the end there's enough room at the table for everyone. This table is big. Like in the end you'll always find people who enjoy what you do instead of what other people do, and that's not like a sign that you should be allowed to say what you say about other people. But yeah, it's just like it makes little sense to be like that one callous and that like cruel to other people. It's actually really disappointing when you think about it. It's like the same, it's like tearing other people down to build yourself up. But like, are you really building yourself up, or are you just giving the people the impression that you are not like worth spending time with or worth becoming friends with, and you are not worth having relationship with, because you're probably gonna bring them down instead of like support them in what they do? Like I don't think I get angry, I just think I get like confused, because it's not helping you. At most, like right now you might enjoy like the fame and fortune that it brings you temporarily, but it's not giving you any lasting benefits actually. Like the more people you put down, the more you show yourself as someone who's hostile to the rest of the environment around you, the more people are going to be, you know, distanced away from you. And this kind of space, like any job, is going to require other people. There is not one job. There is not like humans in itself, in their like needs, you need other people, you need companionship. So if you keep bringing other people down, and if you keep putting people down because you want to be better than them, in, you know, like in air quotes, better in air quotes, then people are just gonna be like, I don't want to be friends with you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to be near you, because you don't believe in supporting others as they have supported you. And I think that changes the narrative that they think of as well. I think that makes them a little bit more bitter and annoyed and angry and at the world and then themselves. But at the end, like, it just makes you lonely, and you end up being someone who doesn't have friends, and people don't want to be friends with. And that's scary for some, for the kind of like, for like humans in itself. It's scary because you as a human will need friends, you'll need companionship, you'll need people who believe in you and support you, and you would also need to go and believe in someone and support someone, because that's just how it is. It doesn't end up being just one or the other. But then again, there's always people like narcissists and people who just believe that they're the center of the world and that they should be the center of the world, and entitlement takes it to another level. But yeah, I'm very proud of myself for writing that BGM. Like, I Missed the Bus in the Rain, fantastic, chef's kiss. Like, it's so good. And it, like, even if it's looped like 100 times, I'm not getting tired of it. Which the other, like, track stack, not track stack, the other tracks, I mean, I got tired of them quite fast. I'm not gonna lie. And maybe this is also because I wrote it myself, so I like it more. I'm like, I have bias for my own self. But yeah, I'm so proud of myself. I really like it. I can't wait to write more BGMs, honestly. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, oh my god, it is also my favorite part of this BGM. It's so good. I mean, I think I did a really good job, and I'm very proud of myself. And I have no idea what any of my previous teachers would say about this, but my friends who, well, one of my friends who also studied in the same college as me for the first year, she said it was really nice. So it was nice to hear from that, for that. You know, she was like, this is cute. And I was like, thank you. It's really nice to be appreciated. It's really nice to have people who support you even when you say stupid things. I'm so glad that all of my friends are so incredible and talented and such nice people. They're so kind. And I can't even stress this enough, because like, it's not possible for me to fully explain how much I adore all of my friends, because I don't think I'll ever stop talking about it if I start. But yeah, my friends are all such like interesting, fun. I mean, I think everyone thinks that about their friends though. So like, but I have like an incredible bias towards them. Like, I can be biased towards them even if they did something absolutely terrible to other people, but I'd be like, no, they were valid, because yeah, I'm obsessed. I don't even hide it anymore. There was a point of time in my life where I was really, really scared that showing my enthusiasm about friendships, or about a person, would like make people not want to be friends with me, and they would start to distance themselves because it gets a little bit overwhelming. But I think all of my friends don't mind me being like all sorts of crazy, and they're just like, this is good. which is always like, you know, like, it's always nice to be able to just express whatever you feel and whatever you want to say unconditionally, like without having to think much, to people you care about, because You know they're not gonna judge you for what you say, and the only thing they might do is call you out if you say something problematic. But that's also because they care about you, not because they're like trying to make fun of you or anything. But yeah, I'm glad my friends are part of my life, because without them, I think my life would look very different. I'm too scared of like scaring people off sometimes, so you know, it gets like that sometimes. It gets like that sometimes. I keep swallowing up words and letters, especially the last like 2 or 3 days. I think part of it because once again I've messed my sleep schedule up and have started sleeping a little bit later than I probably should. And oh my god, wait, I have to talk about this incredible pasta I made yesterday. So after my stream, wait, was it yesterday's stream day? Yes, right? I don't remember. But yes, yesterday was stream day. What did we play? We played Genshin Impact. How am I even like confused about that? Okay, you know what? It's fine. Exactly. People who get scared off are not worth it. And so I'm not scared of like scaring people off that much anymore. I'm still scared moderately, but like not as badly as I was before. But I made the most incredible pasta ever I have ever made. Like it has been a while since I made some like pasta that tasted that good. So the thing is, the reason I made pasta was the day before on Tuesday, on my big day when we went out, me and my sister ate out, obviously. So we ate out at this restaurant, and it was an Italian restaurant, and the food was really, really good. Like it was really well made, and I could taste everything, and it was good. And I was like, this is so good, I want to come back here again. At some point, whenever we go to that place area again, we're probably gonna end up there. But yesterday I was like, I still kind of want that pasta that I had from there. Now I didn't make the exactly same pasta because I don't think I could have. They used different ingredients, I'm sure. But oh my god, did I make some incredible, absolutely freaking tasty pasta. Like, oh, it was a white sauce pasta, which was bechamel, and I put cheese in it. But also I fried up some really nice garlic in olive oil, and then I added butter in it, and then I added flour in it. Then I made the bechamel with combining the garlic, and also I added onion while I was frying it up in the butter and olive oil and with the garlic, and it was so good. And I added chili flakes, and I added garlic powder, onion powder. I added parsley because I adore parsley, and it was just like whatever pasta shell you want to use, honestly. Like I don't care about the shape of the pasta, but like I care about the sauce, okay? And it's been a while since I like fully committed to making a pasta, because usually I go the easy out route where I just make it with like I just like combine cheese and milk and then just cop out, be like, I'm done. But like yesterday I went all out and I made like a whole bechamel. I added like you know, like a lot of cheese, and oh my god, it was freaking amazing. Like I added a lot of herbs, I added some fresh parsley, I added like, you know, chili powder, garlic powder, and it was so good. And I saved up some of the sauce because I made way too much sauce because I wanted to use up all the milk that we had, because it was getting old, and so it would like, you know, curdle and stuff, and I didn't want that because I didn't want to waste the milk. So I made like a lot of sauce, and I have like a whole ass bowl of it just sitting in the fridge, and I'm gonna use it to dip in to like french fries or something. I don't know, I'm gonna make some shit out of it, and it's gonna taste amazing, and I'm so excited to eat it. It was so good. Like I genuinely cannot, like, I can't even explain how much I loved that pasta. Because I also added corn at the end. I was like, I don't have any vegetables in this, and the only thing that I found that I wanted to like put in it was corn, because it would give the like refreshing, juicy like kick to it. So good, so good. Obsessed. The fact that I can cook well makes me very happy, because that means like I can make food for myself, and it just works, you know. With this sauce, I could totally do that, but I was more thinking I'm gonna like drench potatoes in it, because what's better than potatoes and bechamel? Nothing. Trust me. If you haven't had like, he has a mom. Yeah. I read news about Elon Musk and his dad yesterday, and I was surprised. I was like, he has a father? What? And so like Elon Musk, the news was also, this is like some drama going on with Elon Musk again, but Elon Musk said that he didn't get his fortune from Emerald Mines, and he was like, if anyone can prove me wrong, I'll give them money or something. And so his dad was like, can I join this like contest or whatever? And wow, imagine holding a contest to like for people to be like, okay, so like you don't actually you don't get money from your parents' Emerald Mine or whatever, your dad's Emerald Mine, but like then his dad comes up and is like, can I join this so I can get the money that you're like offering other people? I would just pass away and be like, what? This is supposed to be me proving to people that I'm an entrepreneur, that I raised money out of my own hard work, you know? But like it just turned on him so fast. Like, oh my god. I just feel like I can't, like I actually can't, you know? Like it's just so funny to me. Yeah. I can't believe that both of his parents, actually I can totally believe that both of his parents hate him, you know? That makes sense. That like totally 100% makes sense. Cuz like that like I don't know. I don't think I've met like a lot of people who actually like Elon Musk. I don't even respect him for anything. Like I'm just like he's honestly just a billionaire, another one of those boring billionaires. I can't. Like who is actually looking at Elon Musk and going like, "Yes, Zaddy." Cuz I wouldn't. I just would not. He needs no respect. Agreed. The only thing is um he owns Twitter right now, which I don't like the platform anyways, but like it's worse cuz he's just actively making it worse, you know? Like he's actively making it worse. I hope I never get to know Elon Musk like personally. Cuz but his memes are so like stupid. And I think the only thing he's useful for is the fact that he has money and we should like eat the rich. But like eat the rich as in like rich billionaires who have no need for the amount of money that they have. But other than that, I think he's useless. And his fanboys are also kind of stupid. And the fact that he took the name Tesla. What? He has actual fans who like him for who he is. Who are those people? They exist? I just thought that was a myth. No, for real. I really did think it was a myth that people liked him. Because, like, I don't see what he has done that is so important to the world. Other than create more problems, honestly. Like, even the cars, the Tesla cars, is definitely not his engineering skills or whatever. It's probably, like, nothing. It's like the same logic as people liking Andrew Tate. Why would you do that to yourself? In real life, one of my sister's classmates, or well, ex-classmates by now because they switched schools, said to me that they liked Andrew Tate, and I was just like, what do you mean? What's wrong with you? You should be educated better. But I also couldn't believe it. My sister was also like, what? Yeah. She was like, yeah, don't worry about it. He's crazy. And I was like, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna move on with my life. I don't need to know about who likes Andrew Tate. I can't imagine listening to that guy and thinking he makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't he get arrested there a while back? And paid a lot of money to get out of jail. Sad for him. Oh my god. So I watched the time I reincarnated as a slime film, right? And okay, spoiler alert. I'm actually giving spoilers this time. So in the movie starts with like you seeing one of the not ogre. What are they called? The one with the horns. The one with the red horns. So like his older brother, I forgot the name. I can't believe I forgot the name. Like they get into a fight or something, and it's like the time when the village was destroyed. I can't believe I forgot the name. I really can't. But I just yeah. Oni. Oh my god. So like so the Oni wait, are they called Oni in the show as well? Wait a second. Movie Scarlet Bond. Ah. Uh, uh, okay. I don't remember the name. Okay, I'm just gonna call them Orni because, yes, makes sense, right? Oh wait, I didn't realize that it premiered in 2022. Wow, that's a long time ago, and I cannot believe it was only released in theaters near me like in the next year. Straight up, more than 4 and 5 months later, like definitely 6 months and above. So yeah, so I was watching it. It starts with the Oni village being destroyed, and like the one of the the cast members of the Oni group who don't show up in the actual show shows up in this like side quest story. But the thing is, he gets named, and then he's like, "I'm gonna give my life to this queen." Because the queen saved him, and she has like this magical crown that she uses to like prevent the people of her country from dying because of poison in the lake water from the mines that they mined. Yeah, I'm giving so many spoilers, I feel bad, but like as I already said, spoiler alert. So if you're still watching and you wanted to watch the movie as well and you don't like spoilers, that's on you, not on me. So I started watching the thing, and me and my sister are sitting next to each other. She hasn't even actually fully watched the show, but I was still following it. I still am following it aggressively because I really like the show. But I just started like, so the thing I do in movies, especially if I go alone, is I just start talking to myself. Like I'm having a full on like discussion with myself, you know? So like I'm not even like, I don't even think twice. My sister knows about this. She's okay with it because we like discuss stuff during the movie while it's happening, and the movie theater is almost completely empty. We're like having a full on conversation about this like cliche start to this film, and we're like, okay. I don't even know these characters. I don't really care. And then she's like, where's the slime guy? And I was like, wait a second. He's gonna show up, and he shows up, okay? And the first question she has for me is, wait, what is his gender? What's the slime person's gender? And I'm like, well, I don't think he has a gender as a slime, but he was like a human male before he became a slime. So I'm just gonna refer to him as he, because that's kind of what he does for himself, right? Like, I think. I don't know. But anyways, so she goes like, she has no idea what's going on because she hasn't actually caught up to the show, like the anime. And I know what's going on. That's why I was excited about watching it. So I'm like watching this, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. That was a lot of cliche plot points that I'm not gonna talk about because they were so like cliche, kind of like hurting my brain. And we were both convinced that the queen that was like trying to save her people or whatever was actually evil. So I was like, wait, is she evil? And then she looks at like one of the 3 like advisors the queen has, and she's like, one of them is. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like, you know, the queen looks fine. I think like one of the advisors is evil because one of the advisors was actually a demon. So yeah, at least I was right. But the whole thing is connected to Violet, one of the ancient demons in hell, kind of like Diablo. Actually same as Diablo, which Diablo is more powerful, but like she was like at the end of the film she's like, who named you though? And he's like, you're not good enough to know about Rimuru-sama. And I'm like, yes, that's true. But like I also love Diablo as a character. I think he's so funny and cute. Like I think he's so cool. I was really having a lot of fun watching that film. And after that, I watched How to Train Your Dragon. I mean, not How to Train Your Dragon. What's wrong with me? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That was also a really good film. I liked Rocket's backstory. Spoiler alert, because I am giving spoilers again. Rocket's backstory was like really, really sad. But he was like experimented upon, which we already knew that obviously he was experimented upon, but like he had like a whole ass patent about the technology that was sort of implemented in him. He was treated as like less than a person, even though he had conscious thought and everything. And like the person who made him, right? He's called the High whatever. Oh, you saw the movie? That's good. The High Evolutionary. Yes, the High Evolutionary. Like he just acted so freaking stupid. Like he was like when he finally made something that started thinking for themselves and wanted to create stuff, he was just like, how can you, like, you know, subspecies kind of tone, how can you have like your own like thought process when like other things that I've created that are apparently better than you or whatever don't think for themselves and don't want to create anything, they just do whatever I tell them to. And he's like, yeah, this is the worst thing, and then he destroys a whole fucking planet. Like I'm like, bro, you're worse than Thanos, honestly. Which yeah, yes, definitely anyone is in this case worse than Thanos. Whatever misguided thing Thanos had, like at least he had his reasons, but like this High Evolutionary person is just doing whatever the fuck he wanted. He was wearing a skin mask. He was wearing his own skin as a mask. It was weird as hell. And they took it out. They took it off as like off his face at the end, and it was just like, ew. I did not need to see inside somebody's skin, okay? Like, I know that you can probably, like, you can definitely peel the skin off of a person without them dying, and they're gonna be incredible pain the whole time. But I don't need to see that image because it was kind of weird. Like, it was really weird because the only thing that they peel off is the face, because it can't like come off his face. Like the mask can come off his face. I know it's ew, disgusting, right? And I'm just like, you're you're so stupid. This sucks. I'm confused. And at the end of the film, before the credits are like rolled out, like it was really honestly the mid-credit scene, where I'm giving spoilers, so many spoilers. I feel bad, but I also did say a spoiler warning in the beginning. You see Rocket. No, wait, it's not the end of the movie. It's not like after the credits. It's just before the credits, like when the movie's ending, before the last fight. Rocket goes inside like the hold where all the animals are being kept that are being experimented upon, and he goes and like he sees like his like brethren, which he opens a thing to check what species he is, and he like it ends up showing raccoon. And I'm just like, we knew it the whole time. This guy was like, I'm not a raccoon, and like it was nice to see, like he was just like, ah. And then he gives himself a last name. He calls himself Rocket Raccoon, which was so cute. I was like, ah! I was gonna start clapping in the film, and because I was so excited. But I didn't, because I realized I was in the movie theater. I also like, I didn't actually like cry because my sister was like, are you crying? And I was like, I'm not like crying, but I feel like very sad for Rocket, because like a lot of the stuff that they show about him in the film, like it feels so personal. Like it feels like you're like violating his, you know, his like, yeah. And that was also so sad, the way that he gave himself the name. He was like, I'm gonna create a rocket and we're all gonna go and fly it together. And then his friends die while he tries to take them to fly, because he was trying to run away from the fact that they were gonna kill him and all his friends. And it was so bad. Like I was just like, why would you do this? But the fact that there's probably gonna be a volume 4 as well, or at least like a spin-off about Star-Lord, which I'm okay with, because like the fact that like they finally like take the time to like be like, okay, you know, we're all gonna take our time to learn about our own selves and like fix our issues and like try to get over our traumas and shit, is good. I like that aspect of it. I was like, wow, they all deserve a break, and honestly they deserve to be able to like, you know, think for themselves and like really just develop their own like personal, you know, get rid of like, you know, just like be better than who they were before, which they were already pretty good, but like, you know, there's always good things about personal development. But the fact that like the after credits scene where Rocket is like literally freaking fighting with the new Guardians of Galaxy, and I was like, bro, I can't. Also, the other day Like literally yesterday, I saw on Instagram somebody saying that there's a Power Rangers anime coming out. I don't know if that's true or not, but like if it is, y'all, I'm gonna be watching it. I don't care if it's good or bad, but I love Power Rangers. I would totally watch it. I adore Power Rangers. I've always been a Power Rangers girly. So the thing is, right, in my like with my childhood friends, well, like the friends that I had in the building I used to live in, um, we used to play Power Rangers a bunch. Like we'd stay in like the hall, not the hallway, but like Mystic Force was so good. I didn't like the movie that came out recently, you know, like the one that came out. It was kind of meh, but I still enjoy watching Power Rangers. I still enjoy like thinking about Power Rangers. I don't think I watch it that much. I used to watch SPD a lot because that was the only one that would like was the most consistent on like the cable TV that we had that would like play in the country that I live in. But God, I love Power Rangers and I love Dino Thunder and the time travel one. I had the game on Game Boy Advance. The time travel one was my favorite game to play. I was like, let's go. I love time travel. I absolutely love time travel. Adore it, actually. I read so much Rebirth content for this. Like, so like Rebirth novels are basically where like the MC like is reborn at an earlier age after they went through like some shit or whatever. I just love that trope so much. Like, I adore it. It's just so good. I read so much of it that there was like I have an actual problem with those because like once I start reading them, I just keep reading one after the other and they're always so freaking long. And no one stops me because why would anyone stop me? It's like really fun to read them, but like also they're so long. They're always so freaking long. I'm not even kidding when I say they're long because they're like actually horribly long. I said wrong, didn't I? I said wrong instead of long. There's one where like most of them have this have this similar premise like of, oh, like I get betrayed by somebody I was close to, I trusted and whatever, and then they killed me, and so I like was reborn and I was like, I'm not gonna let you do that to me again, and then it all works out for the better or whatever. But yeah, I really like Rebirth novels. Like there's some of my favorite kind of novels. If I'm not lying, I'm not lying, you know. But yeah, I do love Rebirth novels. I think like they're the ones that I enjoy like like, you know, spending time on the most, because I think there are a lot of them don't have much to think about, and it's like the plot is quite similar for a lot of them. The devices that they use is also a lot similar, like, because it's a lot of the times it's just like a lot of face slapping, a lot of like dog blood, like stuff happened, sad stuff, and then like, oh, now we have this amazing love interest who's like kind of OP, and now he's like helping his you know, the MC forever. I really like that. You know? Yeah. I just really like books. My first love in life is books, and my second love is music. Yeah. And the only reason I don't do something about books is because I like to keep my obsession with books as an obsession and not as a profession, because I think if it was a profession, like, I could totally make a living off of like you know, reviewing books and reading them for fun, like for as a job, just reading books. But if I had to like edit a book, kill me, because I've done that and it's really annoying. And when you see like the same mistakes that people make and you're just like, bro, this is like actually painful, I can't do this no more, and you're just like, and it's not like I'm a bad writer, but I'm better at writing short stories than I am long ones. And the reason I say that is because I know, right? How blessed I am to live in such a musical timeline. And the only reason I say can't write longer stories because I become really long-winded, okay? Like, I just, like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Like, for shorter stories, there's only so much I can write before it ends. But long stories, fuck me. You're gonna see me go through the, you know, the 7 stages of grief. Like, I like straight up, like, changed everything in the span of a second. Like, I was like, this is where it's going, and then I'm like, flip a switch, change everything. Now, I tried to write a longer story on Wattpad when I was younger. You know, I'm sure I could do it if I really wanted to. And at some point, I'm probably gonna write a story and I'm gonna be like, read it, because why not? I wrote it, you know. But right now, it's definitely a no from me. Because anything longer than like a short story is just when I lose my, like, you will see, like, it's not like it's gonna be bad. It's just gonna be, it's like confusing. Like, it's gonna be confusing because, like, yeah, see, like, okay, so like so like on Wattpad, I like planned out like 7 or 8 different stories. And I think I still have the drafts of a lot of them, and they were all really, really good plans. Like, they were like, this is a solid idea, this is solid, like, you know, like how I wanted to go. Kind of like, I had like a whole, like, this is all the ideas I have, this is what I want to incorporate. Like, I had like a blurb, I had like a cover. I used to make like really sick covers too, like really nice looking ones. Somebody even asked me to make a cover for them once, and I was like, okay, sure. And it worked out well because it was a really nice cover. But like, when I think about the fact that I had to write all of that and I still wasn't like doing a very good job, because everything was like kind of like confusing, and in most cases it was just like more, like, I would say it was more like, you know, like how some books are just like straight up just confusing and they don't make sense. Because there was this one book I started, okay, which is called, okay, I'm gonna reveal the name. Yeah, it was called Him and Her. And so the premise of the book is, right, so this girl, like the MC, is dating someone, and she's like, we're definitely gonna get married, he's like totally proposed to me, we're like totally promised to each other, whatever, you know. And so what happens is that the male lead suddenly decides, like, tells the MC, listen, I can't marry you, you have to marry my brother instead. And she's like, what do you mean I have to marry your brother instead? You know, like, I don't understand, what's the deal? And so she's like, I can't do this. And then he's like, no, you don't understand, I don't want to marry you anymore, you have to marry my brother. And that's the beginning of the story. So he's just like, you have to marry my brother. Now she doesn't know why, or why she has to marry his brother instead of him. But then he's like, no, you have to trust me and you have to believe in me and you have to marry my brother. So she's finally gives and says yes. And the thing was, I don't know where that story went because I never finished writing it. And honestly, I've forgotten because it was a very long time ago that I started writing it. Like, I think it was like when I was 13 or 14. And that is absolutely correct about, like, how I operate when I was 13. But like, the fact that I wrote that, and like, I'll even read the blurb to you, okay? Read the story description. So it starts like this: you'll do anything for me, right? And this is the male lead saying it. And then so the female lead is like, yeah. And so the male lead is like, marry my brother. And she's like, what? And then this is like a whole narration sequence. With tearful eyes, she says, okay, fine, I will do it. But let's see how you see me be the bride of another man. With tearful eyes, he says, yeah, we'll see. Like, it's so sadly written because it was probably when I was like 13 or 14 and I didn't really know what I was trying to do. Yeah, it was literally in 2016. That's so long ago. Oh my god, I'm like low-key embarrassed for myself. I cannot believe I told you guys about this. But you won't be able to find my Wattpad username, ID, anything from this because it's off the thing. It's in my drafts now. Yeah. But yeah. I tried so hard to make it work. And it didn't. And I had a lot of good ideas and I wrote them all down and I was like, I didn't like write them all down, but I like recorded the names that I wanted to give for those ideas. And that just never happened. And I had another funny one. Where, okay, this one I actually really love and I would love to actually write it at some point because I think the idea where like the first meeting of like the meet cute situation is so freaking cute. And so what happens is this was inspired from like almost a real life incident. It would have almost happened to me had it not been for like my better understanding of where should I place myself? So like, imagine the MC is on a bus, okay? She sat down on a seat, and next to her, there's like this tall guy standing with his hand on the handle. So he's standing because the bus is crowded. So like, they're sort of like kind of close together. She's sitting on the absolute edge of her seat, and so the bus swerves. Like, you know, the bus is turning, inertia happens, and then she has her face smushed right into his lower half. I know, it's hilarious. It's absolutely fucking hilarious. And I was so proud of when I thought of this. And I was like, dang, like, it could have happened to me. I'm glad it didn't. But, like, it would have been so hilarious. Like, and especially if it's with a stranger, it would have been, like, I don't know, so a hot stranger. So it would have been the perfect meet cute. I'm literally swallowing so many letters right now. It would have been the perfect meet cute had I actually properly written it out. And I still want to low-key write this. But I also don't want to write it because it's so much work. Probably end up writing it at some point, but because I really love the beginning that I thought of. I was just like, this is so funny. But it very much followed the way that Wattpad books were written, and I don't know, it was just like, it was so unpracticed and, you know, very like how you would expect this to be. But like, dang, I was really like enthusiastic about writing books. I even wrote like a pseudo fan fiction that had like more than 2 chapters. Yeah. Well, like, the funny part was the fact that she didn't do it on purpose, right? Like, it happened completely on accident. So she like apologizes and everything, and she's like, I'm so sorry, like, let me compensate you, I feel really bad. It was just like it was one of the best ideas that I had in a while at that point of time in my life, and I was like, it's so good, I want to write it. And I never actually stuck to it. But my best friend also used to write on Wattpad. We were both like obsessed with Wattpad for the same period of time, and it was a dangerous combination because we used to talk about books day in and day out. My mom, like, literally 2 days ago, my mom was like, you know, you remember, like, so she was talking, like, I was telling her, like, I've talked about this before, but me and my best friend are supposed to have a trip in July. So we were just talking about when the tickets were going to be booked for this trip and whatever. And she's like, I remember you and your best friend sitting in the back seat of my car and like just chattering on and on. Like, it was just impossible for like anyone to talk in between you guys, and you were just so loud, and you would always talk about books and like, you know, we were just always talking about things that we found interesting at the time. And when we were like 12, 13, we were just like stuck to each other like candy, you know, like gum. We were so close, like we were literally becoming a single person. Our personalities had merged into what one could be said to have become only one person. We'd literally be like, we're gonna judge the same people, we're gonna hate the same things, we're gonna be like angry about the same shit. Like, we were like also problematic, I think. And then we were like separated because she had to. Hello Felicia. I love that name. That's a cute name. Good for you. But then my best friend, oh damn, you used the wrong account. I wonder. Who is this? Reveal yourself. If you know me. Wait. I think I know who this is. Oh well. I'll still call you Felicia for now. Hi, Felicia. I love how you're just like, I'm gonna run. Yeah, but like, we were like basically becoming. I know who you are. I kind of figured it out. I think maybe I'm not gonna reveal you though. It's okay. You can keep your identity a secret. But yeah. Then me and my best friend were separated in like 9th grade because she had to move to a different city with her family, and I was literally so devastated. And like, I had like a whole ass situation where like I was actually devastated, okay? Like, I mean that. Like, my grades went like down. Like, I was like basically failing, and I was like, I'm so sad. I don't want to go to school anymore. Like, I don't want to do anything anymore. Like, I just want to like be with my best friend. And I was really angry at her because she didn't tell me before she was gonna leave. Like, I got to know like the day off that she was leaving, and I was like, you haven't talked to me in 2 weeks. Like, I was like, it was problematic. But I'm still glad that my best friend is still my best friend, because without her, my life would be so much more dull and annoying and boring. But yeah, right now she doesn't have the time to read that much because she's very busy studying. But it's still nice to be able to talk to her and just like say stupid shit and she'll agree with me. But I'm glad that we were separated, because right now I can see that it was like really beneficial to us, because it really let us be ourselves. And it was really difficult for us to be like that much far away from each other after we gotten so used to being together all the time. But it was good for us because we finally like grew as people for our own selves and not like just growing into each other. That's not cute, by the way. You know, like how people say, oh my god, you know, you're getting the personality of each other, but like you still have to be your own individual person, and it's hard to be without your friends for that long. And at this point, all of my friends are online. Long distance friendship gang. I basically have no friends in the same city that I live in. Like, at least in Malaysia, I had friends in the same city because we were all going to college together and shit. But like, nah, where I'm living right now, nah. Also, the fact that like, although it's not like I don't have anyone I know, I don't want to talk to the people I know here because they're all really annoying. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The one person I know that is in the city is like kind of my friend. We have conversations really occasionally. By occasionally, I mean like once in like 7 or 8 months. And it's not even like conversation like, oh my god, we're gonna pick back up like we've been best friends forever. Nuh-uh. It's bad. I don't actually really enjoy talking to that person. I think they're really judgmental. And yeah. I don't even think we're actually friends, to be fair. So I don't blame them, but you know. So yeah, all of my friendships right now are long distance. And the only place that I can talk to them is online. And that's probably also that's definitely a reason why I don't step out of my house, because I don't really have a reason to. And as much as I like spending time by myself outside, it gets tiring after you do it for that long. You know, like there's only so much times that you can go out with your family and alone before you're like, I just wanna, you know, maybe I'll just stay home and talk to my friends. I feel bad for your friend, but I also feel bad for you because I'm sure you were also sad about moving out, you know? Like, I get it. It sucks. It sucks to lose your friends like this. To distance, one means. The good thing is we were both at the age where we were like had ways to communicate. Because imagine if that happened when we were like really young and we would have never been friends again because we were too young to remember each other. Like, that would have killed me. She's literally like so important to me. And it also happens to be that if I don't see her once in a year, I like become more unhinged. And it's almost that time of the year where I'm supposed to see her. So the good thing is I'm not gonna become completely unhinged. But it does make sense, you know. She just finished her exams a few days ago, but Hex has exams now. You know, I'm starting to understand that both of my best friends have exams either at the same time or one after the other, and it literally is painful. Like, it's just, I cannot even explain it. Like, it's like, okay, so Hex has exams and then my best friend has, so you know what, I should probably just I always forget to say her name. Like, because she has an established identity. Why do I never use Ski's name? Like, I always just say my best friend, and then I'm like, also, Hex is also my best friend. Like, how do I, you know, that's a lot of confusion. Okay. So, Hex has exams, then Ski has exams, then Hex has exams again, then Ski has exams again. Like, I never catch a break. These people never let me catch a break. Like, I can never be like, you both are free at the same time. It's never, they're both free at the same time. Hex and Ski are never free at the same time. But it's fine. It's like, both of them in little doses of when they're free. Also, I think if they were both free at the same time, I would be a little bit overwhelmed because I've never really have that. I don't have that yet, where they're both free at the same time. And it's fine because it's not like they don't respond to me. It's not like I'm being cut off being cut off like contacting them because they're busy or something. They'll still take like time out whenever they can. But I'm just like, oh my god, I feel bad for you, but also, Felicia, you're still Felicia. Are you sure you don't want to go and change your account? I definitely know who Felicia is. This is so funny to me. Like, I mean, it can definitely happen. It's an honest mistake, but still. Laura is so confused. It's okay. Felicia, I think you should go and change your account, and I think people would recognize you then. I can't stop laughing. This is hilarious. Yeah. I knew it. It's okay. It's an honest mistake. Now I know your name. I know your identity. Your name is really pretty. I love Felicia. It's okay. It happens. Not you guys having romance in my chat. I'm not stopping anyone. I love romance. Romance is great. Also, you know what? I was playing Apex just before stream. I just wanted to see if I would get a match, okay? And then I get a match. That's not the issue. I got the match, okay? And I die instantly. Like, the person who's the jump master literally like landed us inside, like, outside of the map. I don't even know how that was possible for them to do, but like they killed us instantly. It was not, we didn't even get killed by other people. We get killed by our own hubris. And I was just like, oh, this was fast. And I just closed the thing because I was like, I'm not gonna play another match. I don't want to actually engage. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know if I would get a match at 3 p.m. Which, in other news, I might change my stream timings after Cat Mew debut to like 11 a.m. I mean, 11 a.m. or 12 p.m., Somewhere around that time, I think would be good for us all. Mostly me. 4 p.m. makes me think like I can't go on for that long because it becomes 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. pretty freaking fast. And you don't even realize, like, it's 4 hours gone already and it's 8 p.m. and I'm supposed to be eating food already. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, exactly. Laura read a fairy book that had the name Felicia. You guys know the meme, Bye Felicia? It's the audio one. Bye Felicia. That's what I thought of when I saw your name, by the way. But it's just such a pretty name. Sorry, fishy. Maybe I am a little bit sorry. I was messing around with the chat CSS. Yeah, I know. It's such an old meme, but I still remember it. You'll never be forgotten, Felicia. Always in my memories. Actually, there's no guarantee of that. Don't believe me. My memory is like so scrambled most of the time that I don't even know what I know. So, yeah. I was messing around with the CSS of the chat box, okay? Because I wanted to customize it. Now, the issue is not that I wanted to customize it. The issue is that I was trying to do it on OBS instead of Streamlabs. Because I was like, I want to use OBS. And my lesson is I'm probably not going to use OBS because it's so freaking hard to set up. You know what isn't hard to set up? Streamlabs. Because I don't have to do anything. I just have to like click on 4 buttons and it's done. Now I can adjust the CSS whenever I want, because because Streamlabs is nice to me. OBS isn't, because OBS wouldn't show up in my chat. Like, it just doesn't. You know, the first few streams where like the chat doesn't show up, right? Like, um the first few streams that I ever did, and the chat just doesn't show up because I was trying to do it on OBS, and like OBS just like is like, nah, Mew, you can forget about it. Chat, what's that? It doesn't exist, you know? I was so glad that I have Streamlabs OBS instead. That is so nice to me and lets me use widgets to get through. And no, I'm not being paid for this, obviously. I'm literally just saying that. Bye bye, Fishy. Bye bye. Bye, Felicia. I'm not sorry for that one. But yeah. Streamlabs literally, I'm not even kidding, but I might actually continue using Streamlabs even though it uses more like memory and shit, but like OBS hates me and won't let me have nice things, so I will go with Streamlabs. I saw my chance and I took it, okay? Like, I'm an opportunistic person. Whatever. Words are difficult. I saw what you said, and I saw your name and I took the chance, you know? So, bye bye. See you in a bit. See you on Discord. See you outside of streaming. Yes. You know, Fishy has the nicest voice. I want her to come on my stream once. More people would come to watch me because Fishy has a nice voice. Hi, BB. Hello, hello. Hello. If anyone is wondering why BB's YouTube name is Spicy Little Chicken, it's just because their name is that a lot of places, but everybody just calls them BB because that's their Discord name. I appreciate the fact that you want people to like my stream, but the way that you said it was so cliche. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't and subscribe to my channel. I can do that too. I can take your man if I want to, but lucky for you, I don't want to. Sorry, that was the only thing that I could think of after I said it like that. But yeah, Fishy left. You missed her. Literally, you were like 2 seconds before you missed her. If you arrived 2 seconds earlier, she would have been here. Shame on you, BB. Shame on you. Shame on you. I don't even ask people to like it anymore because I'm like, bro, just tell your friends and family to subscribe so that I can get my emotes. I don't care about anything. That's not true. I care about a lot of things, but in this case, I really want them emotes. Custom emotes. I want my custom emotes. That's so unfair. In this case, BB is really bullyable and very adorable. I don't bully you often. How can you say that that's unfair? I will share it. Yeah. Make your friends and family watch it so that I can get my watch hours and my many subscribers. 1,000 people is a lot. Even though a lot of them are probably also alt accounts. But a lot of people's. And I will have my... You crunch some numbers. I love math. I don't love math. I don't love math. Actually, I really don't like math. I'm being serious. Like, I left math after 10th grade because I was like, I can't do it, man. I'm gonna start crying if I have to. It's T-Lan, not Tian. T-Lan. By the way, BB. It's T-Lan. Or lovingly on this channel, random fan number 3. I write such good music. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, I am aware. It takes about a year. That's like the estimate that YouTube themselves gives. that it takes about a year for them to get to 1,000 subscribers without anything, like with just like doing general videos. But but I think I'll get more subscribers faster. Okay, I think I can do it. It's gonna be 4 months in. I only have a few, but I think we will have more. But I also really haven't been doing much to promote my channel, which is honestly my fault. Because I'm sure if I post more videos. Oh, people really. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I have. Wait, I think I have 69 subscribers on my like IRL channel. Yeah. Fan base needs to be, yeah, like if you find someone you like and they don't keep making content, obviously you're not gonna follow them any longer, you know. You're just gonna be like, I'll leave. It's fine. Oh wait, I have 68 subscribers on my IRL channel. I was wrong. Yes, 13 and 13. But yeah, I think this is gonna be fine because like I've seen people who struggle to get 1,000 subscribers over like years. I think I'll get it way faster, I imagine. Plus, yeah, number of change, absolutely. Yes, you can ask a question. Oh yeah. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I have so many subscriptions in the chat, like on the account that I usually watch YouTube on, that like I don't even sometimes remember who the frick that person is. You know, like I'm like, when did I subscribe to this person? But like I have no idea because I forgot. And then I'm like, okay, either I'm gonna unsubscribe or they're just gonna stay there. If I don't like that content when I watch it again, I'm just gonna unsubscribe. Also, BB, what's your question? Hex made it. And yes, the inspiration was the Idol Mew drawing, which I feel like you have definitely seen, right? I had Idol Mew. I still have Idol Mew as my phone screen background. Like it's literally always there. She's always there, and it's amazing because I love her. And after I saw the drawing, because when Hex was drawing that drawing, she was asking me a lot about like plans for the future, what I want with life and stuff like that. So I was like talking about it, and then I was like, wow, like, and then she drew the drawing, and I was just like, that's exactly what I want. Like the drawing was it. I was like, this is yes. And so it just ended up being that I asked her after. I was like, if I asked you to make a VTuber model for me, would you like, what would you say? And she was like, well, like, I was like, oh, do you want to make a VTuber? Like, some amount of that question. And she was just like, okay, sure. And then we just did it. Yeah. There was a lot of hard work put into this one model. And it's amazing that I was able to do it, because if Hex had said no, then I probably wouldn't have done this in the first place. I would have. She was like, oh, well, like, she asked me the same question. She was like, if I'd said no when you would ask me to make your model for you, what would you have done? And I was like, I wouldn't have done anything. Like, I would have been like, okay, cool. Because that at that moment when I was asking her, it was just like a spur of the moment question where I was like, I was just asking her like for fun almost. But then when she said yes, I was like, okay, we're doing this then. Like, I was being serious, actually. My brain decided for me at that moment. And my heart was like, yes, let's do this. So, yeah. That drawing is, like, my favorite drawing ever of me ever. I just thought, like, it just made so much sense. What do you mean? I play a lot of games. I haven't even played that many yet. Okay, but, like, right now, My favorite is Ori and the Blind Forest. I really, really love Ori and the Blind Forest. Like, best boy ever. Yeah, you can ask questions. It's okay. Hex is like amazingly talented. She is like a straight up genius. I adore her so much. Like, I just think if it's someone I would want to rule the world with, it's Hex. You know? I would want to take over the world with her. Just makes sense. Yeah. She's the best. I just love her so much. Plus, we have such good communication and we're like so fun to be around. And I'm so obsessed with her. And that she knows and doesn't care about it as much as other people. I mean, if you want to ask questions, I feel free to ask questions. I don't mind answering questions. You know, baby, it's not obvious. Chatting could just mean I chat, you listen as well. It's okay. It's not that obvious. It's okay. If you want to ask questions, feel free to. If you don't want to ask questions, you just want to sit there and like chat about whatever I am chatting about at the moment, feel free to do that. It's completely up to you. Because in this, I have been talking on my own this whole time. I love how BB's just like, you expected to talk on her own? Like, what do you think was happening when I had like 0 person watching me? No one watching me. What do you think you do? Oh my god. Actually, you know what? I would love to play a game with Lorlor. I would want to collab with Lorlor, actually. If I can pull all of my friends into playing games with me randomly, I would. I mean, but like your phone gacha story. So Lorlor plays a lot of phone gacha games and she's absolutely freaking amazing. I don't have a favorite ancient Roman emperor. Is this a... I don't know enough about Roman emperors to have a favorite. Actually. I know a lot more about Egyptian emperors, Egyptian pharaohs. My favorite era of history is Egypt, okay? Like I like Egypt. I was an Egypt person. I'm sorry. I used to watch mummification videos in my free time back in the day. Like, so there was this school project that we had to do that was about mummification, like, you know, just Egypt in general for our history class. And I decided to watch a video about mummification, several actually videos about mummification. And then I was like, I want to be mummified. And actually you can totally be mummified up until now. Like, there are like modern methods to achieve it, but it's heinously expensive. Also, if I were abandoned on an island and had to survive, what would I do? First of all, I would look for water and food. Also, I would you know, look for shelter. And then try to cultivate food, because that's the best way to keep food sources up. And I have already read Percy Jackson. I've already read Percy Jackson. I've already read Magnus Chase. I've already read the Kane Chronicles, and I am eagerly awaiting the Percy Jackson series when it comes out. So actually, I really like Walker Scobell as an actor, and I really enjoyed the Adam Project when I watched it. And I was like, this guy seems perfect as Percy, and I was very excited that this was something that was available in the world now. And I'm surprised that you don't know that I've already read Percy Jackson, BB. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that more than once. Huh. Maybe I don't mention it enough. I read a lot of the conventional books. But more now, because I've read Percy Jackson, you can discuss it with me. I used to read a lot of fan fiction about Percy Jackson. Percabeth was my favorite, is my favorite, will always be my favorite ship ever. Yeah. What do you mean? This is public information. It's not like I hid it. Okay, it's fine. You don't have to know that. It's fine. But yeah. I read a lot for somebody who's not supposed to read that much, because I would lose my mind if I didn't read. That's my actual excuse. I read Percy Jackson before I read Harry Potter, so I have like a bias towards Percy Jackson. And in actuality, I don't like Harry Potter that much, and I never really talk about it because I don't like it. I don't think the series should get any more press than it already does. So, yeah. I love the Crane Chronicles a lot. I read that whole series like 3 times. I just really like. Oh, okay. Personally, I don't really listen to audiobooks a lot. That's also because I don't think I have any audiobook content ever. But I think they're good. For people who want to read but don't want to commit to like reading words on a page, it's a good resource, you know. I think it's fine to read audiobooks. Like, it's completely alright. And I do think it should still be called reading because it's just like one format of like reading a book. Like the same way that if you like, obviously it's not the same as watching a movie, but in the same way if you were like to use text to speech on a book, and you'd be able to read, like have someone read it aloud for you, but like audiobooks are a better version of that. You can read well. Okay, honestly my issue is the fact that I read really fast. I can read very fast. Like it's a problem. So if I hear what they're saying and while read at the same time, it's not gonna be fast enough. And if I like increase the playback speed, it's not gonna be as interesting. Like, you know, as it was intended to be. But I don't think I'm asked a lot of questions as a VTuber, but if you have a question, you feel free to ask it, hun. I think audiobooks are good for people who wanna read audiobooks. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You can only read like 2 different books at the same time then. I already do that on like normal books, so I, cheating on a book? Are you? Is that really what it is? I read a lot of different books at the same time. Is it considered cheating? Visual novels are more like kind of like graphic. I'm pretty sure you mean like graphic novels. They're not. I don't think they're audiobooks, but they're still considered books. I think. No, I definitely agree that graphic novels or any kind of like novel that has pictures in it is still books. Go ahead, take the idea, make it a thing, make people more obsessed with reading. We need that in this world, you know? There's so many good books and not enough people to read them. I have good memory. You know what? I'll take that compliment. I do not consider myself to have good memory. My memory is scrambled like an egg in a pan. But sure. Yeah, I have great memory. My fans said so. I'm like low-key pissed that Dr. Cha's last 2 episodes are gonna come out this weekend instead of like I was expecting them to come out the day after. Okay. Like, oh, not me. I thought it was a compliment towards me. Dang it. Yeah, Tilan does have great memory. Dearest random fan number 3 has incredible memory. Yeah, I'm in awe. But yeah, I was really annoyed when I realized. Okay, no, I was not annoyed, but I was like more like dissatisfied that like the next episodes, the last 2 episodes, by the way, of Dr. Cha aren't gonna come out until this weekend. Like, I was watching it last week and I was like, okay, finally, like I'm gonna be able to finish the show. Like, I don't want to dwell on it anymore. Like, it's giving she needs help more than anything else. Yeah, but nothing happened. No, I don't get them episodes until this Saturday, which sucks. And it's only gonna be at night on Saturday. Like, it's not even gonna be in the morning. It's not like I can watch it in the morning and be like, yeah, let's go. Like, bye bye. But it's whatever. I just want that series to be over. I wanna occupy my time with other things now. I haven't read properly in a bit. like only intermittently every single day. Just call them BB. It's fine. They're BB. B and B. ABB. Which you could totally just change your name here too, you know? Like, if you want me to teach you, let me know. Chick, do not call yourself trash. Bye, BB. They made us wait way too long for episode 15 and 16, okay? Plus, like in the teaser, okay, this is also spoilers. In the teaser for the latest episode that was there, she has to get another liver transplant. This time, her husband, soon to be ex, by the way, wants to give her his liver, which he didn't give it to her last time. But now this time, he's like, no, 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 I have to give you my liver because, like, you know, you're my wife. I want you to give me another chance or whatever. Because she's trying to divorce him, but she's like, I don't need your liver. You can rot with your liver, like, and then like like her love interest is like, I'll donate my liver for you. And I'm like, what is happening? This is such unnecessary drama, you know? Like, but okay, I see, because like that's the point. It's a K-drama, but it's going interestingly. But the good thing about the drama is her kids are really nice. Like, her kids are actually pretty decent people. Because like, I was really surprised. Yeah, it's really rare. I was really surprised at how nice the kids were, and I was like, it's good that the kids are nice, because it would be even worse if her kids were terrible, you know? Like, it would be the worst. I would not like the show as much as I did after if her kids weren't like actually nice to her. And they're like so concerned about their mother and everything, like it's a K-drama. What do you expect? It's you know, it is what it is, really. But like, I don't think he's like donate, like, I'm not sure if he's donating his liver to her, because in the teaser it wasn't really clear who he was donating it to, but like it seemed like it was going to be the MC. And I was like, well, this is wow. You know, the first time you lucked out because you got somebody to donate it to you who was already, you know, like brain dead. But the second time, you like your ex-husband. Your ex-husband and your love interest, you might donate your livers to everyone else. But yeah, her ex-husband and her soon-to-be ex-husband and her current love interest or whatever seems to be portrayed as love interest, because he clearly likes her but hasn't told her yet. But he might tell her after he gives her his liver, you know, like gives her his liver. Yes. But yeah, I just want to see what happens in the 15th episode and what kind of happily ever after she will have in her 16th episode. This is her second transplant. So what happens is, in the show, the show starts with her like becoming really sick and realizing her family doesn't love her as much as she thought, and she's like not content as in her like life anymore. So she's like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go back and do my like residency as a doctor. So she applies and she gets in, and so she does her residency. But in this thing, when she's sick, she gets acute hepatitis, but then it like escalates, so she needs to get a liver transplant. uh so like her husband is compatible, but like he did some drama, his mother did some drama, his like mister did some drama. And so like he doesn't end up giving his liver to her, and so she gets liver from a brain dead donor. And then she doesn't really take care of herself because she's so busy as a resident in a hospital, and then like she gets sick and she has like a lot of drama happening in her life because her husband cheated on her. She finally gets to know her husband has another kid with his mistress that she finally gets to know about. She gets like really sick again in the last episode like that was aired. At the end, she like coughs out blood, so you know like something's wrong. And then she suddenly, like in the teaser, it shows that she deteriorated a lot, and then she needs a liver transplant again. So like, obviously the issue is that her husband is like, I can give my liver to you, like don't worry about it, like I want another chance or whatever, because he wants to like feel better about his, you know, cheating habits. I don't know, it's like really wild. Like It is a good K drama. Written really well. Like all the even though it's quite cliche and it sounds really cliche as well, it was really good. I'm enjoying it so far. And like when I saw like the teaser trailer for it, I wasn't really that interested. But then I saw somebody who uh, like the person there's this person who like really does good reviews of K dramas, and they were like, yeah, this is a good K drama. Like, it's good, it's good, it's good. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it at some point. So when I finally like was like, okay, I want to watch something, I started watching it. It was really good. I watched like up till the 12th episode because that was what was out that then, and then I watched up until the 13th episode because that's what came out last week. Yeah, cliches are not bad if they're done well. Definitely cliches are like good when they're done well. And this week, well, it sucks that it's not out yet. I want to watch the rest. I need to know what happens next, you know I need to know who gives her like the liver that she needs, or does she just recover by herself somehow, like, magic style. Like somehow if she does recover, like it would be nice, but like also why? You know? Just yeah. It was quite fun to read. Watch. Why did I say read? Have I really? Yeah. It was good. It's good K drama. Fun. She seems to need them. I don't think you have space in your body for two livers, but sure, why not? Yeah, it was good. Like I just think the sad part is that like the whole liver transplant thing was a bit overused in my opinion. Like I don't like the fact that she got sick again enough to need a liver transplant after like, because liver transplant are really difficult, and getting a second one is even worse. You know, because your body's already like, if your body hasn't already started to accept the liver, like unless it's like rejection straight up, but like it seemed like she was fine. The only reason she got sick again because she stopped taking her immunosuppressants, which would like make it hard for her to have her liver be fine. But like getting a second one is worse than a first one for sure. I know that for sure. But yeah, I don't know, it was kind of like, it's kind of off how like she needed like another liver transplant. Like I just feel like that's overdone. Oh, I thought that was only for kidneys. I didn't realize that was also for the liver. Doesn't that mean like the good liver can also become bad because of the fact that the bad liver is bad might affect the good liver? Like, does that not happen? That's what I think would happen. Like, hmm. Does your bad liver not rot inside your body? Isn't that bad for you? That's so confusing, honestly. Huh. Alright. What? Who would have thought, honestly? But yeah, it was like, I think my only issue. Oh, it dries up. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I thought it would rot. It just feels like rot would happen. But I doubt that that's something that happens inside your body. But yeah, it would be safer than cutting it out, because cutting it out leads to more complications. I am aware of that. But I really did think that was only for kidneys. I didn't realize that they would just leave livers in there, because livers are significantly bigger than kidneys, right? Sometimes people can have 3 kidneys because they have one sick kidney and like two fine kidneys, but like 2 livers? Really? Huh. Evil maxing Shadow Mew has evil thoughts. I can't stop laughing today. My like I can't take it. But like, what does that even mean? I'm evil. I'm evil. I'm an evil person. I can't stop staring at myself, actually. I'm just so pretty. And Hex is all the person to thank for that. And maybe also blame. If you are intimidated by my face because it's too pretty, Hex is to blame. But also, she's to thank. I'm so pretty. Oh, I don't know this meme. I actually don't know a lot of memes. I didn't know what loss was. And then one of my classmates made me understand what it was, and I was like, oh. Hello, Laura Laura. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know, there is a streamer I watch fairly regularly. By fairly regularly, I mean like I go into their stream for like 10 seconds and then leave after saying hi, and then saying bye. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's Mooney, and Mooney is like just so interactive, and like in a way, yeah, they did curse me with forbidden knowledge. I would have been better off not knowing what loss is, honestly. But Mooney, like, I like the fact that she calls out everybody who comes in and says hi and stuff. But I'm also like, it takes so much energy to do that. Can you really do that if like you have a lot of viewers? Because I'm sure like it becomes difficult to like mention every single person with the thousands of people watching you, I imagine. Like if it was like Vox who was like saying hi to every single person who walked into a stream and said hi. Losing my mind, he would just use the whole stream to say hi to everyone. There are so many people in every single one of his streams, you know? Which in this case, I never watch any of his streams like while they're happening. I also never watch any of his streams after they've happened. I only watch clips of him because his streams are filled with thirsty people, and I get it, but also I don't. Because he personally is not very appealing, like in the appealing romantic way to me. But I can see why people like him, but I'm also like, I don't want to see all the thirsty shit those people say on his streams. Like they're straight up just like putting it in chat, and I'm like, I'm not even embarrassed or anything. I'm just like concerned. I'm like, are these people okay? Yeah, I don't know what a wombo combo is. I was just like, what does that even mean? I was so confused, and I was like, I'm sure, but like, I'm okay with this. But like, also, I see Vox's appeal, but like, personally, I can't go in his chat and like stay in his chat. I can't watch his streams because he gets so much like 18 plus attention. Like a lot of his roleplay ASMR streams, don't go in them if you wanna like, if you just wanna have a chill time, because they're a lot of the times they're quite explicit. Well, like if you consider kissing explicit, but oh yeah. It's like, I have to say, he's really built up a good brand for himself, and he really does like interesting things that are like quite innovative and everything. But like, I get worried that like, because like, you know, he had like the thing in the middle where people were trying to dox him, and I was like, dude, like, yikes. And her in comments. Okay, I love the books that are you know, like the translated novels that have like the editor's comments in the middle. It's like there's this one book, I don't remember what it's called, but the editor of that novel has the funniest like small theaters ever. Like little theaters love those. Like I read that novel only for the editor because the editor is freaking hilarious. Like she's like although the novel was so heavily edited, I think some parts of the novel by itself were changed. Some shit was added because the editor was like, none of this makes sense, I have to change it if I want it to make sense. And I'm like, I'm not like super fully into that because I'm like, that changes the novel itself. But like the editor was so funny that I was like, I don't even care anymore because she's so funny. Like I think it's called a higher level wife or heavenly wife. Wait, let me search it. Higher level wife, maybe? I think so, maybe. Maybe. High level wife. No. Higher level wife. It's just, it's hilarious. She's yeah, yes, it is. It is this one. And like it's so funny because like her comments are absolutely freaking unhinged. It's She's hilarious. Like I literally only read the book because of her, because like the book isn't by itself that interesting, but her editing skills and her comments after she's done the editing are freaking hilarious. And she calls like she like makes the book more interesting by herself. Like I think like the kind of people who are able to add that kind of interest to the book itself because of them, brilliant, genius. I am in love with them. I can't even explain how much like how surprised I was when I realized that she was editing off the book, like editing parts of the book that were not like, maybe not originally written like that, but like made more sense towards like the rest of the plot, like the logic of the characters and everything. So like the characters was less OOC because of the fact that the editor was doing like her job. But like in terms of the authenticity of the book, I cannot comment because I don't think it becomes authentic if you edit so much of it out. Like it's not like she's the editor of the original novel, she's the editor of the translation of the novel, which is quite different. But the fact that she changed the book to make sure that it makes sense, I love her for that. But also like her changes are what made the book better. And also the fact that the comments after the changes, goddamn, it's like the most unhinged shit that I've read in a while, and I've just like start laughing because it's so funny. And the editor herself is hilarious. Like I don't know, like I leave the book because I forget about the book every once in a while until like it pops up again in my like to be like what I'm reading. So I forget about it, and I have like a stack of novels right now, more than like 10 chapters. I mean, no, not stack of novels. Oh my god, The Feast is good. The Feast is a good one. I stopped reading it after a while, but like because it was getting really long and draggy in the worst ways possible, but it's a good one. Wait, which feast are you talking about? I'm talking about a Chinese translated novel. I I fear this might not be a Chinese translated novel that you are talking about, that I am talking about a Chinese translated novel. Why am I talking like that? That makes no sense. Oh, okay, yes. I've read that before. I stopped in the middle though, because I was like, this is not good anymore. But yeah. This one, Higher Level Wife, hilarious. Literally, the translator and the editor are hilarious. I don't even care that much about the novel as much as I care about the it's kind of like FOD, quickly wear the face of the devil. Uh, Quickly wear the face of the devil is lovingly like the beginning of Cutie becoming super popular. I do love Quickly Wear the Face of the Devil. I think it's good. I think it's like one of my favorite ever. And I love the Brainless Sheng arc. That's like my favorite arc in the book. Actually, I like all the arcs, but like that one is like so good. So good. It was my first cutie novel as well, so I can totally understand why people are like in love with it, because it's a good one. If it was like edited, like if it was more refined, I'm sure people would enjoy it even more. But like, oh my god, the painter one, I love that arc too. Like you really see the male lead really flourish into his characteristics. From the second arc itself, it's quite obvious who the male lead is every single time. You're like, yeah, I know who you are. You can't hide. It's so funny though. Yes, oh my god, me too. I loved that. I was like, the manipulation got me. I loved that so much. Like the manipulation was my favorite part, where like Sheng was like, oh my god, I'm gonna do this to make sure this guy knows what's going on within his like life, with his ex-wife and whatnot. With his current wife, who was also his child's abuser. So yeah. It's really good book. I love it. I sometimes read it if I really wanna like show, like if you really wanna like rekindle my love for Cutie, which never really goes out, but sometimes there's like lull periods where I don't read Cutie as much as I would like to. So I like go and read FOD again, and I'm just like, yes, this is why I love Cutie so much. Like I just think it's such a good concept as well. Like I like the idea of having quick transmigration, and like I was even planning to, yeah, she has really solid works. Wait, they have really solid works. I'm not sure if it's a male or female or whatever. They have really solid works. I really like QT. Like I really like QT so much. I love QT actually. I'm I just really love QT actually. Like adore it to the point of death. I like unlimited flow as well. I think unlimited flow is like also good. Like it's a different version of QT. It's like more horror QT. You know? Do you like? I like Subway. I love Subway. There was like this whole point in my life where I would eat a lot of Subway. Me and my sister. It's been like, oh wait, I used to eat Subway like a lot in Malaysia because it was like very cheap vegetarian food. Like, ooh, 3-part series. Give me. Cough up the recommendation, please. Cough it up, Lor. Or suffer. Don't suffer, actually. I love you too much to make you suffer. But cough it up, seriously. I need, like, I haven't been reading that much recently because I've been in one of those, like, moods where I'm like, I want to read, but I'm not sure what. So it's just, you're in your Subway development arc. You know my favorite Subway? Okay, my order usually is Parmesan oregano toasted with cheese with lettuce, cucumber, capsicum, and onion. And the sauces are always mayonnaise, chipotle, and sweet onion. And obviously you have to get salt and pepper. And it's always so good. That is literally the most best combination ever. I have converted so many people into liking Subway with my order. Like, it's not even a joke. Oh, it's not translated. Okay, wait. So, it's a Parmesan oregano bread toasted with cheese. You get lettuce. I mean, you can get other vegetables as well, but I don't eat tomatoes. So, I get lettuce, cucumber, onions, and capsicum. Green bell peppers, I mean. And for the sauces, I get mayonnaise. If you have mustard, get mustard as well, but we don't have mustard here for some reason on Subway. I get mayonnaise, sweet onion, and chipotle, Southwest. Okay? And then you get salt and pepper. And it's literally... Okay, so no mustard, that's also better. It's literally the most heavenly combo ever. Like, it's the perfect balance of salty, savory, no sweet, because I mean, like, the sweet onion is kind of sweet, but it adds like a pleasant amount of like break from the salty, creamy, rich flavors of like all the sauces. And the vegetables, if you can get it stuffed in vegetables, the best. Also, context is I'm vegetarian, so I don't have any meat. That's why it has no meat on it. But I feel like if you do eat meat, you can totally experiment with what you want on it. And it's so good. And you can honestly, like, the sauces are like the most important thing. You can get whatever vegetables you wish to, because it's not like the vegetables. Okay, probably tomatoes will make a difference because of the acidity and the flavor of them and the like the extra moisture, but like other than that, like, I don't think jalapenos or olives or anything would make a difference as much as adding more to the sandwich itself. But that is my only order and my go-to order, and I never get anything else because that is my favorite order. And I rest my case. It's just perfect. It's literally perfect. I just love it so much. I used to eat it like every week in Malaysia. Yeah. Because it was like hard to find like fast food-ish stuff that was also like kind of cheap. And I would always get a really good deal on the Subway, and I could eat it for 2 meals straight because I don't eat that much. So I would eat 1 6-inch one like for one meal and the other one later. And it was a good time for food in Subway. But like, I also was like mostly off of a lot of food because I would eat the same few things over and over again, as one has to. But it wasn't all that bad. Like, I don't think I would want to live in Malaysia for the rest of my life because I don't think it's very accessible for vegetarian people, and stuff gets pretty expensive pretty fast, and like inflation is crazy in that area. I wouldn't mind Singapore though. I love Singapore. I adore Singapore actually. The last time I visited Singapore was in December, and I went to USS, which is United, not United, what the hell? What? Universal Studios Singapore, alone, because I love going to theme parks alone, and I had so much fun. It was just great. It was like perfect. Like I don't mind going with other people because I know like having other people around in a theme park is really fun. But like I always like going alone because not only do you get to skip lines and rides and shit, but like also you can just do whatever you want for that whole day. And I had so much fun. It was raining at the end, but like I was literally riding the ride that I love. There's a night at the museum ride, okay? And I love that ride. I adore it. Like when I first went to that when I first went to USS when I was really young, like when I was I think 11 or 12. Um that's when I first did it, and I still haven't forgotten my first experience with it. But my mom was like, we can't because we were with like a bunch of family members and shit, so they didn't want me to go on the same ride again. But I literally loved that ride so much. And I'm also somebody who loves roller coasters, so I don't even mind going on roller coaster. I just have so much fun. Also, I'm glad that you ordered it. I hope you enjoy. If you don't like it, that's also fine, because not everyone has to like everything. Subway is like, I would say it's also on some levels an acquired taste. It's a good sandwich shop, but it's also like low-key acquired taste. A lot of the people like I know IRL, like my cousins and stuff, don't like Subway for some reason, which I understand because like not everybody likes the combination of sauces. Not everybody finds their perfect sandwich, like sandwich order. But most people do end up like finding something that they like and stick to it. But I think Subway for me is like a way for me to get in. Like if I really am craving bad bread and it's not like pizza that I'm craving, then I'll get Subway because it's like always like bread, but like bread like in a sandwich. Plus that bread is actually pretty decent. It's more like cake than bread, but you're a very picky eater. I get it. I'm fairly picky as well. Fairly picky as in I won't eat ketchup, I won't eat tomatoes. I don't eat a lot of things, but I am agreeable to trying most things other than ketchup. Other than ketchup, I'm agreeable to trying things. I mean, like, I think one of those things that were like very important to my mom was like us being able to. I don't like the texture of tomatoes like raw or in big chunks. I'm okay with them if they're really small or like mixed in something. I'm okay with soup, tomato like marinara is all fine, but like in like straight up tomatoes, no. In sandwiches, no. I'm fine, thank you. I also don't eat ketchup at all. Like I've always avoided it. Like it was the devil. Except the devil is better than ketchup. Okay, like I literally don't even touch ketchup. Like I will see the bottle and I will stay far away from it. 5-6 feet away actually. It's like it has COVID and I don't think gazpacho would be bad, but like I love tomato soup. I love soups in general, so but like tomatoes, like whole big chunks of tomatoes are not my favorite. I don't enjoy them. I think they're like I just don't like the fact that they're that like goopy, if that makes sense. And I don't like the texture that tomatoes have. So I prefer it either when it's like in soup or in a sauce or something, or not at all, actually. Like, yeah. Raw, definitely not raw. I don't think I like raw tomatoes at all. At all. Oh yeah, I know. Tomato soup is gazpacho is like cold tomato soup. You know? It good. Tomato soup is good. I love tomato soup. Like, dress it up with a dash of cream and croutons and drink it while it's hot, dip bread in it. It tastes so good. Love tomato soup. I don't think I've ever. Tomato soup, like I mean like hot tomato soup. I don't mean like gazpacho is a different kind of tomato soup. Yes, but I mean I guess they both land in the same category, but yes, I do eat my tomato soup hot because it's good. Hot as well. Because the one that you make here, okay, so you have like tomatoes, so you can like add cream and stuff. And if you're like extra fancy, you're gonna make like homemade croutons and shit to add to it. But usually I just like toast up some bread to have with the tomato soup, which is like chef's kiss, so good. It's literally so good. Now I'm like really hungry, and I suddenly am craving like, no wait, I was craving I was craving noodle soup, which I'm probably gonna end up making anyways, but like, dang, tomato soup is so good. But I don't really feel like a craving for tomato soup itself. I'm just feel like a craving for soup, which makes sense. Soup is great. It's not that big of a deal. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I love soup. Soup, soup, soup. I'm like a big soup person. Like if I can have soup like multiple days in a row, I will. The thing is though, we only end up making the same few soups wherever like we are. Like my mom makes good tomato soup. She makes good sweet corn soup. She makes good spinach soup and broccoli soup and like just a vegetable soup situation. Like she makes good soup is what I mean. But she ends up making the same few soups because like I don't know why, but it just happens to be like that. But I just love soup in its entirety. I would like have all kinds of soup because I love soup. And so I always end up making like more soup noodle stuff, more like, you know, clear soup, dumpling soup, soup noodles, noodles with soup, I mean. And like vegetable broth with, I assure you, it would probably taste good. I am made of, I don't know what I'm made of. Apparently human meat doesn't taste that bad. What did I just say? Human meat? No, human meat doesn't taste that bad. Apparently, I wouldn't know because I don't have meat. But from cannibalism, I can at least understand that they sort of like it, right? Like that's probably the reason why they want to eat meat that has come from human persons. You are just a breath of fresh air, random fan number 3. The fact that you read a lot about cannibalism makes me feel validated. It tastes like very young calf. I honestly though, I read a lot of ABO randomly. Like I will have phases of like where I just read a bunch of ABO because it just felt right. I was like, ABO, give me content. And I just read the same few, like, okay, I like ABO, but like I like ABO in cutie novels, or I like ABO in fan fiction. And the other ABO, like, which was the first like introduction to ABO, like like what the words are and what they mean in like literary context, was from like werewolf shifter books, which is not the same as the ABO we read like now. It's quite different actually. There's like some different like trope, like hierarchy situations happening. So yeah, ABO is good though. Like I just said ABO. Ew, why would I say it like that? ABO is good though. What's going on? Why am I like mixing up words so hard? I think this is a sign that I'm hungry. I think this is a sign that my brain is scrambled. As it normally is, but you know, worse than normal scramble, like bad scramble. I've never had scrambled eggs before. I've had omelets, but I've never had scrambled eggs before. I only ever eat omelets when I'm with my best friend Ski. And even then, I think it's like gone. Like, I haven't done that in a while. I just stopped eating eggs after I started eating eggs for a little while. Like, I only ever ate eggs when I was with with Ski. Like, we would go on school trips, okay? And for some reason, like, no, not for some reason, a lot of people eat eggs, obviously. So like the hotels would have like omelets, and if there was nothing left, my best friend would just be like, just eat the omelet. And I would be like, oh, but like but then I started like I ate it and I was like, it doesn't taste like much. So I ate like more than one that first time, and then I had eggs again at her house. She got them accident like she got them, her mom got them accidentally made for breakfast, and I was like, well, I don't want to be an inconvenience, I'll just have them, it's not that big of a deal, you know. And then it's been a while, but I haven't had an egg since, right? Like I haven't had an egg like as an egg since. I've had them obviously in desserts and stuff, but as itself I haven't had an egg. I've never had boiled eggs. I've never had soft boiled eggs. I don't think they look very appetizing to me, so I don't ever like think about eating them in the first place. I've never had a fried egg. I've never had like a steamed egg. Never had a, what's it called? I forgot the name. I cannot believe I forgot the name. I know enough about cooking to know what they're called. Like the one where it's like boiled in water. It's like cooked in water or something. It's like similar to a boiled egg, but like it's like cracked into the water, but the water is spun in a tornado. I don't remember. I've only ever had eggs as omelets, and that was it. When I think about it, that's probably why I never had eggs, because I never really thought that eggs were appetizing. I still don't think they're appetizing by themselves. Even though people say, like, I know that people say that eggs taste amazing, and I'm like, good for you, but like I don't see the appeal because I never actually grew up with having eggs. Eggs was something that was introduced to me really like much later in life, where I was already had to develop like palette of what flavors I like and what I don't like. And so at that point it was like hard to add something. Our eggs are not vegan. Eggs are not vegan. Eggs are not vegan. Any sort of like animal product is not vegan. You have like vegan alternative to eggs that have like a similar flavor profile. You think your W key is breaking? I think you need to get your keyboard checked out. Like the 8's gone, the W's going away. Dang. Like, I think your keyboard needs help. But yeah, after like, when I was firstly introduced to eggs, like being able to eat eggs, I was so old, like I was old enough to realize that I didn't actually want to eat them at all. And even though I tried quite a few times, like to like develop a taste for it or something, I just didn't end up enjoying it. Oh, that's worse actually. If that's a laptop, you really need to get it checked out. And you know what? That's cool. You work in IT. That's cool. Good to know. If I have any tech troubles, I will let you know. I'll be like, help me, please. I'm struggling. Oh, you are the one who has to check it out. Oops, oops, oops. Well, you could always go to somebody else and tell them to check it out, but like, I suppose you're just doing your job. It makes sense, right? But yeah, I just never actually ended up developing a taste for eggs, because like I always like, I never ever to look at it and be like, that looks delicious. I'm just like, it looks like an egg. That's all I know, hun. Oh, yikes. Well, that isn't. I think you should just go to a repair shop, honestly. That would be easier than you trying to do it yourself. It's just also less, like, mentally stressful. I want to have noodles. Noodles. Yes, noodles. I just really love noodles too. Like I always get rice whenever I'm ordering food, like Chinese food. Well, I mean it's not like authentic Chinese food, but I always order rice because I don't like the noodle options that they do have. But I love noodles when I make them myself, you know? Like, if I'm like gonna cook noodles, they're gonna taste so much better than if I bought them at a restaurant, because like I put my love into it, I put my hard work into it. That's not true. I don't do much. Like, the last time I cooked noodles, they were quite a mess actually. They were very unappetizing to look at. And they've tasted fine, but they looked like really unappetizing, so wait, no, wait. No, I made noodles really not that long ago, and those were really good ones. I made chili oil noodles the other day. I was thinking of a different kind of noodle. I made chili oil noodles like one day, and I ate them 3 meals for the whole day, and it was so good, and I loved it so much. And I was just like, this is the best noodle dish ever. Like, I love it so much. But then I also really love noodle soups, and I eat noodle soups a lot when I think about it. Way more than I thought I did. But like, it is what it is. Also, I'm getting really hungry. Like, the more I talk about food, the more I want to eat. Gods. This is really a problem, isn't it? It's not. I haven't had any food in like the last 6 hours or so. Wait, no. 5 hours. It's been 5 hours. I was really full from lunch. I really want tteokbokki so bad. Like, I've been looking to find, like, because I made it a couple of times in Malaysia. I have gochujang and everything. But the only thing I don't have are rice cakes, and it sucks. I could buy them online, but they don't look very reliable. I love Korean ramen. I actually really like Korean food. I had bibimbap at this proper Korean shop, and it was so good. And I don't know, like, I had so much fun. I imagine if I could go for a Korean barbecue, like, I don't know what I would eat other than vegetables, but the last time I went for Korean barbecue, because yes, I ended up at a Korean barbecue shop for some reason with like bunch of my juniors who had to help me for a performance. So we were at a Korean barbecue shop to finish the fact that our performances were over, like celebrate that. And they all ordered barbecue, and for some reason I was the person that was like cooking the meat, and I was like, I don't even eat meat. Why do I know how to cook it? It worked out fine though, I suppose. I just had noodles there because I didn't have any meat to eat. I can make rice cakes at home, I'm aware. Um, I think my mom would be like, why are you making these at home when you can buy them? But also she'd be like, well, it's good that you're making them, but also like, what are you doing? You know? You feel so sorry for me. No, I was okay with like grilling meat for other people. I was like, okay, I'm gonna like flip it, I'm gonna make it. You guided people to a treasure you couldn't have. I don't like the way meat looks. I don't like the way it smells either, so it's fine. I've tried chicken twice before in my life, and both of those times I did not like it. Like, I just felt like I was chewing on rubber bands. And I was like, maybe it's because it's bad chicken, you know? But like, I the second time I tried it, I was not the youngest person at the table, okay? The youngest person was sitting like quite far away and was grilling meat on their own little station. I was like surrounded by 3 people, like, and they were like, two of them was eating meat, and 2 of us were vegetarians. So like, we were like sort of shoved into one corner trying to eat our own food in peace. But I was just like, it seemed like the people who were like sitting next to us were struggling with like cooking. So I was like, you know what, I'll just help out. I feel like terrible looking at them trying to struggle at cooking. Like, it's fine, like, I understand cooking is difficult, but like, it's I don't understand what's happening. But I still somehow ended up helping them, and it was like fine. I don't know. It was funny though, definitely. But yeah, I had a lot of fun talking to all the people there, but I didn't have a lot of fun eating because the noodles I got coincidentally weren't actually that good. Um, and I was like, well, it's okay, because they were really sweet, and I don't like, I don't have a preference for sweet food, so I just end up being like, oh, I don't actually like it that much, and just was like, okay, I'm not even gonna take it home because I don't actually like it that much. Just ended up being as it is. But yeah, my friends all had a lot of fun. at Korean barbecue because it was really cheap at the place we were at. Yeah, that's really the reason they went there, because it was really cheap. It is such a unique experience, and I kind of am like, wow, I will never be able to properly experience it unless I go to like a vegan Korean barbecue place, which I'm sure exists somewhere, and I'm excited to go and visit it at some point. But right now, I will stay in my house because I don't want to step out my house apparently. Also, I'm gonna say that this stream is gonna end in the next like minute or two because I'm getting really hungry and I will cook food to eat for myself like soon. Um, yes. So, a unicorn is less rare than a Korean barbecue that's shop that's vegan. I'm sure it exists. Wait, let me see. Vegan Korean barbecue restaurant. Does it exist? Korean barbecue. What? It exists. It exists. It exists. Haha. Haha. I am. It's. That's how they rob the vegans. I'm also gonna end stream like after I say bye. But yeah, food is important. I'm gonna go eat after stream ends. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun, because I definitely did. And also, my debut is in not that much time later, so please come and watch it. It's on 14th June. Show up or be damned forever. I really appreciate all the love and support, and I'm super thankful and I feel super blessed. But bye bye now. Mwah. Oh my